You know, Kyle, speaking of Hulk, segue, because you just mentioned Hulk. Hulk also green like this
Mm-hmm.
drink.
Yeah, it's true.
See, it all
Yeah,
came together. It all came together.
it's true.
Anyways, this is episode 314 and of the Current Gen podcast. I am Dan, that is me. And over, let's see if I get this right. Yep, there we go. Over there is Kyle sitting in that chair.
Get them this way then. Okay.
Yep, there we go. Yep,
Hi.
yep.
Hello.
Uh,
Eh.
Kyle and I are here in the fireside chat room again because Dad is still away doing Dad stuff. So, Dad, we miss you. I have to do all this work. This is ridiculous. I'm not even getting paid to do this. Um,
Yeah, it's crazy.
just working for free, which I mean is the American dream right now. The people in charge, that's their dream, is people like me to work for free.
Yeah,
Right? I mean, you know,
it's true.
yeah, yeah. Politics, am I right? Anyways, so some games came out this week, Kyle. Um,
Yeah.
I wasn't aware, but I see that games came out this week, and you added some notes. So thank you, Kyle. Thank you for putting in the work. Also working for free, Kyle over here. So
And
thank you.
Tim, not even here, he put in a lot of this stuff as well. So,
There you go.
he
There
had
you
the
go.
whole new game set up. Not even here, and he's still just taking care of us.
Yeah,
Like a good father.
yeah. Just floating over us like some kind of magical fairy.
Spectral father figure.
Yeah, like a ghost spectre. This like a Disney, like the little what's her face, Tinkerbell there, but like a ghost, kind of like that.
Oh yeah, like a fairy godmother.
Yeah, yeah, fairy godmother Tim. Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Mm,
So first game on the list here, Kyle, Solasta 2, early access, so it's not fully out yet. It's early.
okay.
Um, I don't remember what this is.
Like a D and
see,
D type of game, right? I think it's like a
see
D and
this
D type.
this is what's nice about having Tim
CR,
and the setup that
it's
he
like a
has, because he just show us a trailer and be like,
CRPG.
"Oh, that's so
I
cool,"
know,
and then
yeah. And then we like
uh,
with our eyeballs go, it's this kind of game, but we don't
right.
do that here. That's not what the fireside chats are about. That's not what they do.
Solasta did sound familiar, to be honest, but I wasn't 100%. So
Yeah.
it reminds me of yeah. So it's kind of like the angular top down. So it's sort of like a ballers, like
Yeah.
older Baldur's Gate, um, those type of games. Your PC ARPGs. Is that what they're called? I
Yeah,
believe.
and either
Yeah, yeah.
it's either an AR, is it an ARPG or does it look like a CRPG? Is it like Baldur's Gate or is it like
Or maybe I'm
MMO?
thinking CRPG. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
I think it's kind of like Baldur's Gate 3 if I
Yeah,
if it
because
was
it
like
looks like
dice
this like
roll.
a turn-based type of combat. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
hear the
Okay.
first one's great. I just didn't play it or play it.
Yeah, I honestly am not familiar with the first one, and well, if anybody is, here's the second one, early
Here's
access.
the second one, early access.
Go
Yeah.
check it out.
I think the
Go
first
check it
one
out.
did really well in early access for a while too, so this is kind of
Okay.
like their bread and butter, this like release method. So
Well, it worked out for Baldur's Gate 3, so why
yeah,
not? Why not?
yeah. I think it was a mess too when it first came out. People
Yeah,
don't like to remember that. Like when people got their hands on it, people were like, and then it like
that
really came out. Everyone's like,
I guess that's why they did early access to be like, hey, this is kind of
yeah,
a mess, and
they
let
figured it
us
out.
know.
They heard all the feedback and
That's right.
got it where it needed to be. So
That's right. And then they made the fifth best game of the year. So you know.
I'm not gonna acknowledge that. I'm not gonna acknowledge that.
It's
I
listen.
won't acknowledge it.
It's on the it's on file. It's on the record, Kyle.
It's
It's
not.
on the record.
Yeah, it's not.
Uh, so Kyle, you and I, we like horror games. We're,
Yeah.
we're, we're we're into the horror games. I've never played any of these in this series. Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly Remake.
Well,
That is
2
out.
is the best in the series, and it's my favorite horror game of all time.
Oh, is it
So,
really? Wow.
the
Okay.
only reason I didn't buy it is because I'm still playing Resident Evil 9, and
Okay.
this is gonna like plummet. This will go on sale in like a couple months, so it's like,
Okay.
I'll pick it up then. I do hear that there is some kind of like horrible filter that's on
Hmm.
that kind of makes the game look like grainy and bad.
Okay.
I didn't
That's
really
unfortunate.
follow up on if that was a turn offable like filter or not. And I actually don't know what the reviews have been either, so I actually
Okay.
don't know what the reception is on this one. What can you pull that up for me real quick? Do you have Metacritic or
Of the
OpenCritic
remake?
or Yeah, the remake specifically. Yeah.
Let's see.
I'll tell you what,
Fatal.
the reviews for the original are great because that game is for its time was great. And these games are creepy, man. This is Japanese horror like at its best. Your weapon is a camera. There are,
Mm-hmm.
the way that you kill things is by letting things get in as close as possible to you, and then taking it at the right angle at the right time, and yada yada to like maximize critical hits and critical damage and stuff like that. There's upgrades you can make to the camera as well. Think of your camera as your gun, but it's a great video game.
That's actually a fantastic premise, like because it's a horror game and all you have is a camera, so you're I'm
Yeah,
assuming you're getting more points as it gets closer, but like you don't
as it
really
gets,
want it to
yeah,
get close, so
yeah, because they
you
can
know.
grab you, and if you don't maybe get the reticle like right where their weak spot is, if maybe
Mm-hmm.
you don't know where their weak spot is. A good example is like you come across like a hanged girl, and her weak spot is her neck because that's how she died. So like
Okay.
you
Yeah.
aim the reticle of the camera at the neck, and then you'll get a critical. But obviously, the closer they are to you, the more damage that you do. The scarier thing is that you also don't see them without your camera being up. So it's like
Mm.
it has this kind of
Mm.
like 13
Yeah.
Ghost, kind of like
Yep.
spookiness to it as well. This game, like, I don't want to say there's no jump scares because there are. They just kind of inherently happen. You pull the camera up
Yeah.
and boom, there's a ghost right in your face. But like,
Mm-hmm.
it's more, I think, more Japanese style, like horror than it
Yeah. Yeah.
is, like American horror, if you will.
Yeah.
They are different,
More.
like the difference between Silent Hill, like 2 and Silent Hill, the one that you played
Right.
last year.
Yes.
Like those
Yes.
are different types of genres of horror. So, how is this game looking in terms of
Well,
scores? Were there any aggregate
so I
scores
have it.
out there?
I have it
Not
pulled
that
up
I love to
here.
use this.
Yeah. Well, under the PS5 umbrella, the Metacritic score is at 73 for
Yeah.
actual reviews. User reviews are more favorable, 8.3.
Okay. So yeah, I'm
So,
wondering if like there might be some graphical issues or
hmm.
performance, or maybe it aged but poorly. I don't know. Maybe I have rose-tinted glasses for this, but I think the consensus is that this is the best in the series. So
Well,
not the remake.
it could
Cool.
also be the fans that have picked this up with the score being higher, like they're not offended by like that filter, for example, whereas like maybe
Yeah.
reviewers are being a bit more pretentious about it. Um,
When I look at reviews, or I'm sorry, not reviews, but like trailers or footage, like I don't know what they're talking about. So
okay.
maybe when you're playing it, maybe you're watching it on YouTube, everything's compressed, maybe it's a little harder to
Sure.
spot.
Sure. Yeah.
But yeah, I really urge people, if you're in a spooky mood, especially if you just beat Resident Evil 9, that's off your plate, and you're like, I gotta like keep this train rolling. This would
Sure.
be a really good double feature
Yeah.
for a horror gamer who's never played this game before. It's very unique. If you've never played any of the series, you've never played anything like it, I promise. And yeah, super vibes, man. Like it's just one of those places where it's just like you walk into a place and you're like, nah, I don't like this place. Like it just the sense
Nah.
of horror and the space that you're occupying
Mm-hmm.
is very tangible. Like it's just tangible horror. So
Yeah, just to
um,
keep in mind for anybody, because definitely, I know the series is beloved, but like yeah, like you're saying, like coming off of Resident Evil, just obviously for anybody keeping in mind who's never played these, you're not shooting anything. You're
yeah,
using a
not
camera.
technically. Yeah,
Well,
you're
yeah,
using a
yeah, you're
camera.
shooting photos.
You're shooting photos, but yeah. It is not that type of and you can
Yeah,
you can think of the camera as a gun. That's a nice analog, but
sure.
like the pacing is so different. Like
Yeah,
it couldn't be more different.
exactly.
But yeah, highly recommend this one
Awesome.
if it's a
Yeah, I
go.
actually forgot that was even, and it makes sense that they remade that because I'm guessing this is the first one that they've remade in the
It was
series,
the
and
first remake, yeah, yeah. And
so,
I never played the original, so
okay,
played a couple of the ones after this, and they just weren't as good.
okay.
Updated graphics, updated controls, but like there's something really special about this one.
Uh, well, that's a positive note there that we were just on, Kyle. We're gonna go on to a negative note.
Oh,
Um,
why?
and ironic that it's called The Dying World.
Yeah,
Greedfall 2, The Dying World, is out. But you
yeah,
know what else is dying? The studio.
yeah. That's a bummer. Hmm. Before the game
So,
even came out, that news kind of came about. Like the game hadn't launched yet. They're like, "Yeah, we're not doing good."
so that's not great.
Yeah, it's
Our
not great.
uh, our previous co-host, co-podcaster, um, Jesus, why did I suddenly blank on that?
Derek used to like these
Derek,
like the
yes. Jesus
original. Yeah, I feel like
Christ.
the
I
original.
literally
Yeah.
for Derek loved the studio Spider with a Y, I believe.
Yeah.
Um, and Derek was a big fan of the first
Yeah.
Greedfall. Obviously, we would joke about it quite a bit. Um,
Hmm.
so I don't know if he's gonna try this one or not, but
I think he was in
it
early access last time I was online, which was a year ago, like or so.
okay.
Yeah, I think he was talking about being in early access and stuff like that. So.
It is sad because I kind of was always like sort of like with him in the sense of like each game that they would release did feel a bit better.
Yeah, right.
So
But they still never like
yeah,
cut through. You know what I mean? They
right,
still
yeah,
never
yeah.
really. Uh,
They never had like the hit, like the big hit,
yeah,
you know.
I
So
always like that Derek champion like the studio.
yeah,
I have no patience for it. I'm just like you guys were just enough off where I don't care. And he and I agree on more games than any like our tastes are more aligned than anybody else that I know, weirdly enough.
mm,
But this one was one that I was just like, yeah, I don't know. I don't get the first one. If I want to play a game like that, there's like 1,000 better versions of it. I'd rather just play those. So,
which is a
but
shame
I
because
agree.
it's actually
I'm
like a
just
nice looking game, like
yeah, way better looking than
aesthetically.
the first game. Yeah, way better. There was a budget put into this game, which apparently tanked the studio. Maybe there was other nefarious things going on with shareholders and stuff like that. There's always seems to be, but
Yeah,
yeah, I was never against these games or this
yeah,
studio.
yeah,
I just because I don't have the patience for like people just falling just short. Doesn't mean that don't clock that they're doing better every single time they put out a game. So
yeah.
have the reviews been good on this, or do people not care? Like, I don't know. I feel like I don't hear anybody talking about this
Yeah,
game at
I
all.
was
So,
actually literally pulling that up because I'm curious if like because then that'll just
yeah,
be the nail in the coffin, right? Um,
yeah, and yeah. I don't love being like, let's go to OpenCritic to like dictate what's good, but like it is a good way to get a temperature check real quick. So,
yeah, that's really all it is. So it says based off of
yeah,
13 critic reviews, so not that many. It's at
no,
67, so not great.
not great.
Um,
Not a dumpster fire though.
no, user reviews are 5.7, so
Okay,
not great
a
either.
little dumpster fiery. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
dumpster fire there. Yeah.
Um, so and that was under
All
the
right.
PS5 one. I don't know if this. Yeah, so I don't know, man. That's unfortunate. It's
I don't
it's
know. Yeah,
it's a bit
that's
sad.
a shame. I
Um,
love that.
yeah, but you know what? And I don't know any specifics. I don't know if that was one of the headlines you put in there. Um, as far as anything about
No,
the
there was
studio,
too
like, are
many.
they
There
gone,
was too
gone,
many.
or
So I think that was news from like a week ago. I don't know what's
okay?
going on with that. I don't know if they like fire. I don't know if they closed their doors or not. I really don't know. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I know they got hit. So uh, it's a shame. Like if you
Oh
bought this
no,
game,
so
are
it's
you
not
able to like
spiders with a
update it?
Y. Okay, never mind.
Oh, Spiders didn't do this.
No. They did. For some reason in my head, I always thought their studio name was Spider, but with a Y. It's
Okay,
Spiders. It's just Spiders.
Spiders. You're trying to add some like pizzazz to
Yeah.
it.
Spiders. Yeah,
Spiders.
spider.
Uh,
Um.
no, I'm genuinely this sucks because again,
Yeah.
like this game has just came out. Like, is anyone going to be there to work on updates? You know, is this game
Yeah.
just did they just release this game to die? You know, like it's just you hate to see this trend, sadly.
Yeah. Hold on? Greedfall 2 Studio Spiders. Set for layoffs that'll affect most of their animators and riggers, Deb
So
claims.
just layoffs.
But I mean, that's still not great. That's still. It says
No,
most
yeah,
of their anime, like, so yeah,
yeah,
you
no,
know,
that's not great. They're not closing
yeah,
their doors, but they're firing some key essential,
yeah,
creators. So
that's unfortunate. Well, hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully, they can somehow salvage
yeah,
something, and we don't need to add any more to the list, Kyle. The list is getting
yeah,
out of hand. It's getting
yeah.
out of hand. Uh, John Carpenter's Toxic Commando. I didn't even know they were making a game for this. Had no clue.
So
But
it's not what
there's
you think it is. It's not like Toxic
oh
Avenger, like the
oh
movie.
okay
This is
sure
this is like a John Carpenter's like Left 4 Dead game where it's like
okay
you and three co-op partners run in and survive an
okay
area. rinse and repeat or whatever. It looks like like if you're a fan of Left 4 Dead, it looks like, maybe at least look into it. Haven't heard a lot of buzz about it. I was reading into a couple things. It didn't really say enough where I was like, I'm gonna buy this because I do like Left 4 Dead games, but like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It doesn't sound like it's anything too special, but I don't think it's getting like bad reviews or anything like that. But yeah, I remember them showing this one off, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, at Summer Game Fest, I'm like, all right,
Well,
okay, we'll see who that's for.
under Steam. Oh, okay. Playing the trailer. Very positive under Steam.
Yeah, good.
So, and then just because we've been doing this the last 2 games,
Yeah.
let's see what the Metacritic is. If they're even. Oh yeah, there is. Okay. So yeah, so it's only on PC. 74 score, Metacritic score, and then user 8.5. So actually not too shabby.
People liking
not too
it.
shabby.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not hearing like, oh, this is a barn burner. This is like the new wave of Left 4. I'm not hearing like anything where it's like revolutionary, but it sounds competent, which is good. So
okay, well that's good.
There's like vehicles and stuff like that. So there's other things going on than your
regular, okay. I like that.
Left 4 Dead type of thing.
I like that.
I think like in the story is like you're infected, so it's like as the infection is like growing like in your character, and as you're leveling up, like you're getting superpowers and stuff like that to kind of help.
So a little Dying Light-esque, because I mean, isn't main character like infected?
So
also?
This is actually and this is the studio who did World War Z, the game. So it's like it's that type of like flooding aliens where they're all like trampling on top of each other, and like coming at you in like waves of flesh and biting nails and stuff. So I like that studio. I like that game. So again, this might be one I look into when it goes on sale later down the line.
Yeah. Cool.
So it's like a nice
Kyle.
play alone.
Yeah, well, I wonder if it is like.
I heard the bots are like awful, is what I heard.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, can you solo?
Even if you have 3 people and you have one person who's playing a bot, like you're really hindered because that guy is just gonna just.
Sure.
Like, the bots are like really bad. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, he's just gonna get nommed on.
Yeah.
Nom. Monster Hunter Stories 3: Twisted Reflection, Kyle. We're on the 3rd Monster Hunter Stories game.
Yeah.
And it looks gorgeous. By the way,
it does look gorgeous. Yeah. I did pick up this game. I'm about 5.
Oh, you did?
I'm like 5. Yeah, I'm like 5 hours into it.
Excellent.
To get this one.
Tell me more.
I mean, this game's getting really good reviews. If you want to keep the train going, yeah, it's getting like in the 9s most places.
Ooh.
I mean, it's considered the best in the series. Capcom continues their tear. Yada yada yada. It's got a lot of really good positive buzz around it. I did get it on Switch too, which apparently is the worst version that you could get it on.
Okay.
It's just not optimized very well. I'm sure Capcom will optimize it. It's the RE engine. They got Resident Evil 9 running on the Switch 2 pretty well. Also running on the RE engine. They'll get this thing running. I'm not worried about it. That's why I got it, because I wanted to play it on the go. There's like a Pokemon like aspect to it where you're catching all the monsters. And what's cool is that they added a really like dramatic, politically driven like fantasy story into so it's like kings and kingdoms and subterfuge, and everyone's at war, and these monsters are there, and yada yada. And it's cool because it feels like it's taking itself really seriously. My problem is though is that they call the monsters monsties. So it's like during these like really dramatic scenes, it's like, we gotta stop the people at the border. They're invading our kingdom with their monsties. It's like you can't say that word without like, you break character. I mean, to say that word, like it's just like it's a goofy word to like be saying in a really melodramatic anime fantasy scene.
Sure.
And I hate it.
I'm imagining like a Game of Thrones like type dramatic scene or something.
Yeah,
and then,
that's exactly what it is. Like,
and then they're like monsties.
Yeah, these monsties are coming over the border. Yeah, I'm like,
he just murdered my whole family. Those monsties, like that.
Yeah, those poor monsties. Yeah, but it's really cool, dude. I really like this game a lot. It's a giant open world. The combat's great. It's a rock paper scissors system that works really well.
So, pretty Fire Emblem Emblem-esque, it
Very
sounds.
Fire Emblem-esque, yeah, yeah. You're and it's very in aesthetic too. Like Fire Emblem's a really good analog in terms of like
Mm.
what like think of like people in capes and royals
Yeah.
and
Yep. Yep.
that
Yep.
kind of fantasy. Like that's what it looks like. It's just a beautiful game, man. Even on Switch too, like it looks really good. The color palettes
Mm-hmm.
are great. The character creation is awesome. It's fully voice acted. There's a
Ooh.
lot of
Okay.
mechanics. Even like in the battling systems, like you're building up like a gauge that you're able to utilize so you can jump on your monster. So like your monster is like a party member, and you can switch
Mm-hmm.
out that party member with any other monster you collect. And you collect monsters by like going into monster dens and taking eggs, and you have a chance of like getting like a rare egg. Think of like a shiny Pokemon to
Ooh.
regular Pokemon, you know. So like your
Okay.
stats are going to be a little better, you know. They're going to look a little different, yada yada. Uh, yeah, it's just really cool. I really like it. But as you're building that gauge up, you can jump on that monster to ride it. So you can do like team up moves and super specials. And you have
Nice.
another character with you, and you can do team up moves with them. You can switch to different weapons. You're rocking
Ooh.
different armor.
Okay.
You're still doing like monster investigations. Like, hey, where'd this guy go? What are we hunting? Yada yada.
Hmm.
So there's a lot of Monster Hunter stuff in this. Like, your armor is
Yeah.
changing. You utilize your armor in the same way you do in the regular game, and your weapons and everything as well. It's just like a really, really, really well thought out RPG, and I can't believe Capcom made it. You know, not to like piss on them, but like they haven't been in like the RPG race since like
Yeah.
Breath of Fire. You know what I
It
mean?
ki-
So it's like it
yep.
kind of feels good to see Capcom like they got it still. They can still like do RPGs. You know, so
This is
bring
what.
back Breath of Fire.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Kyle. Literally. Thank you. Because that's like what I was gonna say. Is like okay. Like these are. It seems like these are progressively with each iteration like getting better and better. So it's like they
This two
clearly
was
still have
received
the.
very well. Yeah,
Yeah. They
I
still
think this is
clearly have the chops for it. So it's like, hey guys,
yeah.
could you like, could you maybe like shift. Like maybe you
Yeah,
did this one right. You did this Monster Hunter story. So like, can we shift to like Breath of Fire, please, and thank you? Can we do that?
right.
Can we shift?
And
You know?
each entry got more serious too. Like one was kind of cutesy, two was cutesy, but
Mm-hmm.
maybe a little less so. And three, it's like we're trying to not be cute anymore. Monsties aside, like we're
Yes.
trying to like be a serious like RPG with like serious stakes and
Mm-hmm.
the character. I think Monster Hunter team like they are so aces at character models. Like you saw all the
Yeah.
people from Monster Hunter Wilds who get cosplays of like all the girls and the guys from that game. Like they're just really good at like that people are gonna like this, you know, and
Yeah.
that translates to like your whole crew in this game. Like everyone's unique looking and cool and I really like it, man. I'm like 4 hours. I'm kind of shocked how
Nice.
much I like it. You know,
Yeah.
I really think the combat system's really good. It's not connected to my knowledge to the other two games, and if they
I was gonna
are,
ask
it's
that
not.
too.
It's just
Yeah.
tangentially. You know what I mean? It's
Okay.
not. It might be a different world. I don't really know.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sure
Yeah.
a Monster Hunter lore master is probably screaming at me right now, but like there's nothing that's happened yet where it's like, oh, it feels like I missed something from playing the first two games or
Yeah.
not playing the first two games. So,
So kind of almost like
um,
Final Fantasy, whereas like there's obviously your staples, your chocobos,
yeah,
your Sid,
Sid's
so on
here,
and so
and
forth,
yeah,
like that type of thing,
um,
but not
probably,
directly
yeah,
connected.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
again, maybe it's in the same world, different eras. I don't really know. It doesn't really
Yeah.
matter
Yeah. Yeah.
though. Like this is its own story, and
Okay.
you don't need any prior knowledge or anything like that. And yeah, change that name to from Monsties. We don't need to call them those anymore. It's just a dumb name. So
But I mean,
Monsties.
but they're cute sometimes though, right? So I mean,
They when they hatch, they are little babies and they are cute. Yeah. Oh, don't let me be. I mean, I don't want to forget this. The food still looks great.
Capcom knows how to make good food, good looking food. They
Specifically,
know how to
this
make good
hunter,
looking food.
this series, Monster Hunter, is like really like
Yeah.
we're gonna really like like amp it up with the food. They continue to do that. It still looks great. So
Good for
game's
them.
hard too. The game like pushes back. It's not like some like walk in the
Okay.
park either.
Is there difficulty settings or?
I didn't see, but I imagine there
Okay.
might be. If I take a
Hmm.
guess, but I didn't. Look
Yeah, I
into
was
that.
wondering if they were just kind of like, this is what the difficulty is. Take it or
Yeah,
leave
I
it.
imagine there might be some. I don't remember choosing normal or anything like that, but
Okay.
I imagine maybe there's something in accessibility options or something that's like, oh, make this a walk in the park. But
Well,
don't
scores wise, it's
let
doing well.
struggle a little bit. Is it? Yeah, 85's
85
good. Getting
Metacritic,
great.
8.3 for your user.
Cool.
So Nice. Yeah, that's exciting because I did want to play the first two because like I like that cell shade. It's got that cell shaded like
Got a
modern,
cool look to it.
like really sharp cell shaded thing going on. Um, and this one looks like super rad. Like just looks really
I was
crisp and
shocked.
sharp.
Like when you walk out of the castle and see the open world for the first time, I was like, "Oh my god! Like
Yeah,
it looks great." Like I was pretty
yeah.
shocked.
So I'll get to that one eventually because
I
that's
think you'd like
exciting.
it. I
Yeah.
think as a fellow turn-based RPGer, I think that like you would really like. It's doing something. I know I'm just like, oh, rock paper scissors. You're like, yeah, everyone does that. It's just the mechanics are unlike anything you've played in other games. They're doing their own thing. It is a
Well, I'm
turn-based
also
game.
a sucker
You're
for
navigating through
collecting
menus.
monsters. Like I mean I still play
Yes,
Pokemon, so you know.
the Pokemon aspect of it's really great, and like
Yeah.
I know these monsters 'cause I play all the Monster Hunters, so it is cool to
Mm-hmm.
be like, oh my god, I've killed 1,000 of these guys. I can't wait to get them on my
Sure.
team.
Yeah, yeah.
It is very cool. I like that. And there's flying.
Nice.
Like you start off on a mount, like a flying mount, and like you kind of more glide than fly. The game
Okay.
doesn't want to like break your self too much, but like you can
Mm-hmm.
hit like wind tunnels to like help you like fly back up and stuff like that.
Ooh,
But like again,
I like
like the
that.
even on my Switch, even everyone's saying how bad it chugs and the frames and yada yada. I'm getting I assume pretty consistent 30 frames per second because I don't see a lot of chugs or anything like that.
Okay.
I'm shocked, and that's in handheld mode and regular. So,
Yeah.
so
Nice.
it looks
Well,
good, but I imagine on PS5, like it is shiny and
yeah.
beautiful and 60
Yeah.
frames. Get it there, you know what I mean? Like if
Yeah.
I just I get it on Switch just because I like to poop and play, Dan. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you, buddy.
Pooping and playing is pretty great.
Freeing.
Pooping and playing. Yeah.
It's how we separate ourselves from the animals. It's
Sure.
because we can poop and play.
Until they evolve, and then they're also pooping and playing, and
We're
then
gonna any animal that evolves to the place of pooping and playing, we have to kill immediately to
right.
maintain our
Yeah.
supremacy. So
There can be only one that can do the PP, the pooping and playing. There can be only one.
yeah,
So
true.
yeah. True. Well, I'm very. That's good. That's fantastic because I definitely want to play that one at some point. So eventually, when I get to it, it'll probably be on sale, and then I'll be like, I'm gonna nab this on sale, and then I'll
Yeah,
play
yeah,
it. And
it'll
enjoy it.
absolutely be on sale at some point.
Yeah,
Capcom games love to go on sale, so
they do. They do.
so what's going on with them, man? Like, they're like, can they be stopped? You know,
No,
like
let them keep
if
it going.
Pragmatic comes out and even just gets sevens, it it continues. Like to me, it continues. You put out a good game still. You know what I mean?
I feel like that's gonna be a solid 8. Like
I think so too. I'm just saying if
solid
the
8.
floor
Yeah,
falls
yeah,
out from it and it's a 7, like that's still good. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like they still put
yeah,
out
yeah.
a good game. You know, like I think it's gonna be 8s. I think it's gonna be mid 8s to be honest. 8,
Yeah.
8.5.
Okay. Um,
I think
Capcom,
there's a
keep it
lot of good
going
buzz.
because you had some dark times during the PS3 360 era. We don't want to remember those.
I'm like
Let's keep moving
having a hard
forward.
time remember. Was that like that was so long ago? Like it's just like it's.
But those were
They've
dark
been doing
times,
this
Kyle.
for they really was, yeah, but they've been
Yeah.
doing this for so long now. It's just
Yeah.
crazy. We got Dragon's Dogma 2, man. They could have like closed down after that. We got it. Like we got everything we ever
We
wanted,
did.
you know.
And then the guy leaves, and then he's like, "You know what? I'm out."
Yeah, right. You know, I'm fine. We don't need another one. Like we got it. We're blessed to have that one, you know. So,
So blessed. So blessed.
yeah, yeah. So
Um,
I love Capcom. They're probably one of my favorite studios working right now. After not just this game, but just the rip that they've been on for like the last decade or 15
Yeah.
years, or however long they've been doing this now. Hats off to them.
but for real though, for real, like, give us another a breath of fire, please, please, for the
Take
love of
Breath
God.
Fire. I'll take a Chaos Legion too, as well. If we're gonna be talking
There you
about
go. Give Kyle Chaos Legion. I want Breath of
Yeah.
Fire, and then we'll be happy.
Yeah.
And then we'll be happy.
I am hearing lots of rumors about a Devil May Cry 6 being announced. So
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you are too. Yeah, it's getting around. So I
I'm
think
not mad about that.
God, if they, I swear to God, if they announce that, I'll lose it. Because I know they will. That's obviously what they're doing next. But like again, can they be stopped?
Kyle,
can anyone stop this train? You know?
Could you imagine? So okay, Resident Evil 9, this Monster Hunter Stories 3, Pragmata, Onimusha.
Onimusha is happening this year.
Onimusha, and then
perfect.
Let's just say like I'm gonna say something crazy here, Kyle. Imagine if like let's say Onimusha comes out like in the summer. Let's just say.
Okay.
Awesome summer game. That would be rad. And then Devil May Cry 6 comes out in the fall.
Come on, that's come on.
Could you imagine what kind
I
of
couldn't.
insane
Yeah,
year that would be for one studio? Like that would be insane. That'd be
yeah,
insane.
yeah. They're putting out more games than first party,
Yeah,
developer
right.
studios are. Yeah.
Somebody's got to do it,
Uh,
Kyle. Somebody's got to do it.
Someone's got to put out some games, man.
Yeah, somebody's got to
Capcom
do it.
just they're just rising to the occasion. They're the heroes that we deserve. So
Yeah. I wouldn't be mad if 6 came out next year, but it would be like hilarious and amazing if it was this year too. I would love that because
yeah,
it would just be such like
and
a
like at this point, what's nailed down that they haven't gone back to? Like like what are
Mega
they
Man.
besides the Mega Man Legends 3 would be epic if they were like,
Yeah.
it's coming, baby. I would absolutely lose it, but
But what I would love for them
Legends,
to,
man.
because like Mega Man X7
If that
was
is
like,
coming back, we are getting a new Mega Man, so
but I want
for the
X. I don't want the little
yeah,
blue
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
I don't mind the little blue guy, but I love X.
This new one looked really good though.
It looks
I'm a
cool.
I'm X as well. I like the anime styles of
Yeah.
X. I've played 1 through 4. The
Yeah.
rest of them can take a hike. 5
I-
through 8 or whatever suck.
You see, I
They're
liked
so
8.
bad.
I liked 8.
Wait, X8? I don't know. I guess maybe I have to think
X8
about
was
which one
still
this one was.
X8 was side to side. 7 was the one where I think they tried to do kind of like you can explore a room in a 3.
7's the last one I remember, so I don't have a
Okay.
memory of 8, sadly. Yeah.
Okay. 8 wasn't too bad from what it was on PS2. I remember liking it.
Okay.
But it would actually be kind of cool for them to take the X series and try to do like a, because like the Capcom of now is different than then. So imagine if they did like a fully
Yeah.
kind of explore, like it doesn't have to be open world, but like kind of like areas.
Yeah.
I think that'd be kind of cool.
That's what Legends was good at, though.
Okay.
I guess like leave that template to Legends if you're gonna
Yeah.
do that. And
Just
more RPG mechanics and
I'm
stuff
here
like
for
that.
it. Give us another Mega Man game this year too, then. Mega Man
Yeah,
Legends
I
3
guess
this year as
yeah.
well, Kyle.
Yeah, Mega Man Legends 3, Mega Man X9.
Yep.
Like, whatever, yeah.
Just
Or a
do it all,
remake of
Capcom.
4 of X4. That'd be sick.
Sure. I thought you were talking about Resident
Yeah.
Evil 4. I was like, we just got that guy.
Let's remake Resident Evil 4 again.
Yeah,
Let's do
remake it again.
You can dual wield chainsaws, So
Actually, speaking of Resident Evil, there's also the rumors of Resident Evil 1 being remade, but they've already done that. So remake.
It was 20 years ago. Yeah, it's 20 years
Nah,
ago. So
you can't. You gotta put on the box remake. Then it's already been remade.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta put
So,
remake.
Resident Evil 1 remake 2.
Jesus Christ! It'd be Resident Evil RR. So it'd be RE1 RR.
Yeah. Okay.
Remake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd play it.
I don't know.
I think that one needs a remake. I think that the one on GameCube is like it's hard. It's a tough to play, man. It's an old game. It's very tanky.
Kyle, you sound like all these youths.
I like them, dude. We talked the other week. Like, I like the tank controls and like that. But like, if you're trying to get people into these games and you're like, here, start with this one.
But there's modern controls too.
I'm not playing these anymore. There are, but not like Remake 2 and Remake 3. You know what I mean?
Well, sure. Yeah.
There should be like a gameplay parity across the original like 4 games that they adapted with the RE engine, and I think that'd be great. I think that like we'd be.
I don't mind the idea of a RE1 looking how like these newer ones are, but I do want to just add the little asterisk of anybody out there who's not played Resident Evil 1 remake, the original
Please
remake.
go play that game.
For the love of God, go play it, because the pre-rendered
so
backgrounds are amazing. Like,
but it's not only
gorgeous.
that though, but like there's a simplicity in the game design where like everything made sense. Like it's perfection. Like I mean, like everything has a binary answer, or like it's just you just really have to think about what the game's language is, and it's like such a bygone era of video gaming where like, and hey man, I'm making fun of myself here too, but like where everything's like checkpointy and pointed out exactly where you need to go and what you need to do next, and I mean I like all that stuff. I'm an old person. I like to get to where I'm going, but like back then you just kind of beat your head against the wall until you realize, oh, this jewel goes into this eye socket, like.
And then you felt that excitement, the dopamine. You're like, I figured it out.
Oh my god, a secret passage opened up, or that door that's been taunting me, that's been locked this entire game, finally opened up, and there you don't get that anymore from opening doors in a video game. You're like this, like giddy, like like it's just a different era, man. Please go play that game if you've never played it.
And there is the like the modern re-releases of it. Like you can get it on PS5, you can get it on Xbox. So
Yeah,
just go play it.
yeah.
Go
Those
play it.
have the updated controls too. Yeah.
Exactly. That was your Capcom segment, brought to you by us. So you're welcome.
Yeah, you're
Um,
welcome, Capcom.
WWE 2K26, Kyle. We got some more
Yeah,
wrestling. More
I wish
wrestling is out.
I wish Yef was here. He is a
Yes.
resident wrestler.
Jefe is
Uh,
not here, but you know he does love himself some wrestling. He used to love
yeah,
wrestling, but
yeah. I
I don't
used to
really
like some
watch anymore.
wrestling. Yeah, I like
Yeah,
these
yeah,
games too. And every time he talks about them, I'm like, that's awesome. Like RPG.
hmm
Climb through your career, make a character, fully voice active,
yeah.
shenanigans, choices. If you
hmm
lose a match, the story keeps going, yada 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 yada. Yeah, it all sounds great, but I don't know. I have no connection to like wrestling anymore. So like,
Yeah,
people would be like interrupting my promo, and it'd be a big deal, and I'm like, who is that?
yeah. Who's that random
Yeah,
dude?
who's AJ Styles? Like,
He's just he's some stylish dude. He's just some stylish dude. I think I was seeing like a clip of I think it was this new one that came out, or maybe it was the last one, but like it has the
Mhm.
ragdoll physics in it, so like it's like
Oh,
really like put together, like and they were showing like throwing somebody off of like the I think the cage, the top of the cage, so and the way they bounced off a table was really funny because ragdoll physics are hilarious. Um,
agreed.
so like it
Yeah,
looks really fun, like it looks super fun.
yeah,
Um,
cool.
so yeah, that's out, and that's everything, Kyle. Those are all the new games,
We had new
all
games
of
this
them.
week. Yeah,
New week, yeah, new
We played
games.
one of them collectively. A lot of games came out between the two of us. We played one of
Right.
them.
I thought
Yeah,
about Monster Hunter Stories 3, and you actually experienced Monster Hunter Stories 3. So
yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. So there you go. We'll do some headlines, and then we'll finish off. We've been playing some games. You said you've been doing lots of gaming. I
Yeah.
have been also doing some gaming, so we'll get to that at the end here. But real quick, the headlines. Let me actually bring this over here, so I'm not like looking this way at all the
We don't
headlines.
gotta dwell. Some of these we don't have to dwell on. There's not much to talk about with some of these. Like,
Well, let's start off on a positive note. Sony is looking at dynamic pricing for
is
games.
that positive? Who knows? What does this
Isn't that
mean?
already a thing? Like,
It's nebulous. Yeah, that's what discounts are, right? Isn't
well,
that
no, I mean
dynamic
like
pricing?
this whole generation of them being like some games could be $90. Like that's
Yeah,
already
it's
been
true. Yeah, yeah. I guess they're looking at maybe even more dynamicness to their pricing. Uh,
even more dynamic.
I was reading a little bit into it. They're like, yeah, I mean, it looks like in other regions, they would test sales of like God
Hmm.
of War and like Last of Us 2, God of War, Last of Us 2.
Mm-hmm.
People would like in droves buy those games when they went down to a certain amount of money on sale, which is just
Sure.
how sales work. They drive prices. That's the
Right.
whole.
Yeah.
So they drive
Yes.
sales. Like that's the whole thing.
Sounds far fetched, Kyle.
And I don't. Maybe I'm being like really like minimalistic or minimizing what they're like figuring out here, but like they saw that and they're like, wait a minute, there might be something to this. And I don't know what that means. Like, does that mean that like single player games with a certain amount of content are going to be $40? I don't know. Like, I don't know. I doubt in a million years we got a God of War that's not $70. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I think that this continues to be something that extends to other games like smaller, budgets and stuff like that.
Mm.
Not indies, but just smaller, smaller stuff like you know, something like Returnal when people were mad about that being like a full price game. Like maybe you could
Dude,
dynamic
that game
price
was
that
worth
one.
$70. That game is
I agree.
so
Yeah,
excellent.
I'm sure Saros is going to be worth $70 too. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I just don't see a corporation going let's make prices fair. Like I don't
Right. Yeah.
I don't think that's happening anytime soon. So I wouldn't get too excited for whatever this means. So. And there's gonna be
I
more
mean,
information coming out on
yeah.
these are things that they're testing in other countries. I don't even think this is the U.S. quite yet. So
Which again, the way that you just explained it sounds like something that's already existed. So, Sony, what are you
yeah,
doing? What are you doing?
I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to say.
Kyle, I know that you are a big Star Wars fan. All right, and I
I
know,
dabble.
yeah, and I know you've been concerned about Knights of the Old Republic.
Concerned?
Um,
No, but
But Kyle, rest assured, rest easy, knowing that it is still in development. That's all they can say.
That is a direct quote from one of the people at Saber, the company,
Kyle, it's
the dev
pronounced
studio.
Sabre.
Abre? That's probably how I
Sorry, I
spelled
was
it.
doing The Office. I was doing The Office.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Devs that it's
Uh,
still in production. So yeah, sure. I mean, they said it's still being,
it's
you know,
happening. It's not being canceled. Even after that other Knights of the Old Republic game got announced, they're like, "We're still
mm.
making this one." I'm like, brave of you guys.
So
Uh,
brave.
Listen, Saber made Space Marine 2 last year. I mean, like they're a good
Oh,
studio. They
was
make
that
good
them?
games, you know. Yeah. Like
Oh,
it's a team in Saber. I don't know if it's the same
okay,
exact team or whatever.
okay.
But like I think so. I think Saber does have like multiple teams or something like that. I could be wrong about that. I should have looked that
So
up.
they
But
are capable.
yeah, they are capable, but also you know, nothing's always like a runaway success. You know what I mean? Like they
Sure.
have blemishes too. So I don't know. I just feel like this is maybe not a remake at all. I think they're really
Mm.
just brushing up the game like graphically, and they're probably gonna put it out as is, which like might be for the best. I don't know. Like
Yeah,
that game
because when
is
did they
pretty
even
fun to play.
announce this?
Like 7 years ago,
Hold on, let's
8
see.
years ago.
Kotar remake announcement date. 2021. So it's September 2021. So almost 5 years.
Okay, 5 years.
And
Okay,
we've seen
yeah,
nothing of it. Like nothing at all.
nothing. Oh, you seen
So
a dark? You see Revan's helmet. That's it. Like, and then
so maybe it
coming
should
soon.
just be because they called it a remake. So I mean
Yeah,
maybe
that's what
kind
they
of
called
knock
it.
it down to a remaster and call it a day. Like I
They
don't
don't.
know.
They haven't talked about the scope. They haven't talked about what they're changing. They haven't talked about anything. Nobody knows any single thing about this video game. So the fact that someone has the audacity to come out and just be like, "Yep, it's still happening," I'm like, "Well, yeah. What is there to share?" They're like, "Dang."
This
Okay.
is why Kyle, I'm of that mind of like, for the love of God, just keep your mouth shut and don't announce the thing until like, 6 months to 12 months. Don't say a
Nope, I
damn
hate
thing.
that. I don't like that at all.
Don't say
I
it.
hate that so much.
Don't say anything.
Pass. I like being excited about things.
Are you excited right now, Kyle, about this? Are you excited?
Not this, no, but there's plenty of things that get announced 10 years ahead of Cyberpunk when they announced that. I had
Sure.
10 years of being excited about that game. And then it came out.
Yeah.
I'm one of the 10 people who loved it. Loved it. Loved it
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
launch.
Yeah.
Loved it. Loved everything about it.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
So,
it actually worked fine for me, shockingly, with everything that happened. So
same, yeah.
yeah.
And I was playing it on
So
PS4, so maybe a Pro. But yeah, I think it was a Pro. It had to have been a Pro because apparently it ran like doo-doo water on regular PlayStation 4. So
oh man, what a time. What a time that
yeah, what
was.
a time.
Um, Speaking of more sad stuff, well, I mean, I guess the Kotar thing wasn't necessarily sad, but it's kind of like, all right, well, we'll see.
It's laughable, yeah. Like
Yes, but this is
it
not
stinks
laughable.
of it stinks of trust me, bro.
Right. Yeah, trust me, bro. Exactly.
Yeah,
Trust me, bro. This not so laughable. This is
yeah,
actually sad. Gang of Dragon Studio has funding cut by NetEase. This is what happens when you make a deal with the devil. That's
yeah.
what
Don't
happens.
leave your great Japanese studios for a Chinese promise, and not to not. I mean, economically, like not
Right.
that came up more racial than I wanted to. But like, there is a consistent path that you can see where a lot of Japanese developers went and started working for like Tencent and NetEase and some of these other like
Mm-hmm.
corporations.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever you leave, I feel like none of those guys have had a happy ending. I don't think so, at least. Maybe someone can correct me, but
Well, there was that
it doesn't often pan out. You know.
was that Mana game that came out a couple of years ago. They closed the studio like the week before the game even friggin' came out.
Yeah, wasn't that Square Enix though? Didn't that?
No, that was I think it was Tencent.
Oh, okay.
I think they were. So I think it was a collab. I think
It was a
Square was
collab. That makc sense.
publishing it, but then
Produced, yeah, publishing it, yeah,
yeah, yeah,
distributing it. Yeah.
so I don't know, man. It's
Anyways, Gang of Dragons showed really, really well at the Game
yeah.
Awards. Popped really well. When we're in a post Yakuza world where like the West likes Yakuza now, this looked like a
Mm-hmm.
really, really, really cool Yakuza game. where a famous Korean actor was playing the guy.
Right.
I think he's from Train of Busan. Great movie. This guy's a tank, man,
Yeah,
and
he is a
it
tank.
just looked like a Yakuza, but it didn't. You know, Yakuza likes to become like Dad Simulator or Vacation Simulator. You know, like Yakuza's doing a lot of things, and it's almost not about Yakuza stuff at all. This looked like it was going to be a little more about like the
Yeah.
family side of Yakuza, like really crime focus and stuff like that. And now, like, we may not get it at all because they completely cut funding to the studio. So, thanks, NetEase.
What
Good
I don't
job.
understand is why did they even let it be shown at Game Awards then? Like, what was the point of that?
Because I
Like,
think like they just cut funding like this week. You know what I mean? I think it was
this is
like it happened
why
overnight.
this is why, Kyle, I think all these companies in the world are run by they're not even humans. They're not humans, Kyle. They're all
Oh,
just
I think that
soulless machines, you
you
know?
could definitely even say that like there's an active get your tinfoil hats on where people are like buying companies so they do startups so they can purposely shut them down and collect on insurance and tax money.
Oh jeez.
You could say
I
that.
mean, I wouldn't yeah, I
Is
mean,
it true? I don't know. Are the pieces there? Are the receipts there? Yeah, yeah, there are.
I also
I
think
don't know
it's
if that's.
just stupidity because it's
I
like
think there might be a little stupidity, but yeah, I think
straight up
ultimately it's
being
always
dumb.
about money, you know.
Oh,
So
for
and like
sure, for sure.
whenever the Gang of Dragon Studio gets closed down, the execs at NetEase aren't like they're getting paid still. You know what I mean? Like they don't not get paid. You know, so yeah, I don't know. It's just this is just the world that we
Just
live
doesn't
in
make
now, sadly.
sense. Just
And
does
this
not
is
make
like the
sense.
original creator of Yakuza doing this game, so it's like this is like a
Right.
big name,
Yeah.
you know,
But
going
that's
over there to
that's what I
do.
mean. Like clearly like there's a lot of like, you know, talent behind this. It's, you know, and
Yeah,
it again, just I don't understand, like, because I get things can change on a whim, but like why did you even then consider showing it at Game Awards if it was something that could easily be on the chopping block and just be like,
because
actually we're not gonna.
I think in December 3 months ago it wasn't, and like that's just how quickly things change. Like you know, the fiscal year is
So weird.
ending, you know, so it's like budgetary stuff like for any company starts becoming talked about from January to February. So by the end of February, you know, someone gets an email going like, "Hey, we were crunching the numbers, and guess what? We don't have the money to do whatever dumb thing you're doing right now. Sorry, close up." You know,
Kyle,
it's stupid.
uh,
You know,
I'm gonna be starting my own business here, you know, in the near future. If I say fiduciary duty or
get
fiscal
your
year, if I say any of those words ever, punch me in the face. All right,
okay. Yeah.
because I never.
It's gonna be your fiduciary duty to be within the budget of the fiscal year, though. So
Nope. I'm just gonna be like, hey, get. I made some monies. The money came into the bank, and then I had to spend the monies. Like Monster Hunter says, monsties. I'm gonna say monies.
monies,
The monies. I spent
the
monies to
less
make
stupid sounding
monies.
than monsties.
Oh boy. All right. Here's some more sad stuff. Battlefield 6 studio hit with layoffs despite record-breaking sales. Good job,
This
guys.
is
You
not
made a
just
great, fantastic selling
this is
game,
not
and goodbye.
this is not record-breaking sales. This is the best-selling game of the franchise history, record-breaking sales. The best-selling game of 2025 beat Call of Duty at its own game. The I don't want to dwell on it, man, because I'm gonna scream. I don't know what's going
Kyle,
on anymore.
do it.
You could be the
Be
best
mad.
selling game of the year and still like have to fire people. Like that's and like they didn't give a list of names. Like this might just be regular firings that happen after a game gets made. I don't know. I don't think so. I feel like we're in like the days where now anytime anyone gets fired, like we don't really look at like why. We just go, people are
Hmm.
getting and it usually is, you know, but like also we have to remember that it is his contracted work and kind of like contracts end and like firings happen and people get let go at the end of projects and stuff like that. But like you would think that for a games as a service game, like Battlefield is, you know, like any first person shooter is, you would be keeping your whole team intact to keep the machine going. You know what I mean? What's going on where that's not happening, you know? And they have not been putting out the like one map a month like they said they were going to be doing, so it's like they're already behind on like
Hmm.
creating content. Like cutting people's not going to help you make deadlines, you know what I mean? So like I don't know what's
Well,
going on. I don't know how you're the best selling game of the year and you still have to fire. I don't know how that happens. Like I just don't. What's happening? Someone explain
Well,
it to me.
over 20 million copies sold by late 2025, Kyle. Over 20 million. That's
Insane.
not something to sneeze at. That's not an
Square
amount
Enix
to
would
sneeze at.
love those kind of numbers.
Yeah, they'd
And
be
that's
like, those
saying
are pretty
something.
lukewarm numbers. They'd be like, that's pretty lukewarm.
We're on our way to being okay.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I guess they already made their money. This is EA after all, so I mean, it's
It
not,
is
you
EA,
know.
and these firings happen across all of EA. So that's what also makes me not think that this was just like, we're sunsetting employees at the
Mm.
studio, because the game came out. Also remember that like 4 or 5 different studios worked on this game. It wasn't just DICE.
Oh,
They
okay.
they really pulled in Criterion and they pulled in everybody to like work on this thing. So
Sure, sure.
I don't know, man, because they pumped it out quick. They announced this game 2 years ago and they turned it around and it came out. I mean, that quickly. So
Yeah.
and it was great. It's the best in the franchise. I still play this game every week. It's incredible. I just don't know what's happening. Like it would be like Arc Raiders firing a bunch of people at their studio.
I
Like,
mean,
that game's doing really
but at this
well. They're
point,
like,
would
we're
you be
doing great.
surprised? At this
Yeah,
point,
because I'm surprised. I shouldn't be, but this is insane.
um,
Maybe I just don't get business, Dan. Maybe I don't get it.
Kyle, do you want to hear a good story, a happy story?
Yeah.
Because I don't have one for you. Because Until Dawn Remake Studio Ballistic Moon has been closed down by Sony.
Sony's like, no more remake studios. We're firing all of them. Get them out of here.
And to be fair, I don't think the remake did fantastic.
I don't think it did either. Yeah, it was unnecessary.
It was
The
unnecessary.
movie did really bad. So like the IP is like you
Yeah.
really destroyed the IP in like one swoop. So good job on that. Great. The game is fantastic though. So
Yeah, it's a fun.
game.
Yes, it's a fun game. Not necessary to remake it though at all. So
No, not at all.
no,
Yeah.
no. But that sucks for Ballistic Moon because I mean, that's a cool name for a studio, Ballistic Moon.
It is. Yeah.
It's a pretty cool name.
Let's shake off these cobwebs though. What's some positive stuff?
All right.
Yeah.
Here's some good vibes for you. And you know what, Kyle? We're going back to Capcom. Resident Evil 9 getting story DLC, which is now in development.
Nice.
Yes.
What do you want?
We needed.
Do you want Grace or Leon DLC?
We needed Capcom to get us out of this misery, this pool of misery.
Yeah.
So thank you, Capcom.
The only one doing well is like, we got
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. What do I
What do you
want?
think we're gonna get? Yeah. What do you think we're gonna get? Because I don't know the ending yet, so I don't know how definitive.
From what I'm
the ending
seeing,
is.
more Leon, which like I'm not like mad about that, but it's also like maybe do something else.
Some more Ada. That's what you want. There's always Ada DLC. Give
I-
me Hunk DLC. I want Hunk DLC.
So-
let me be Hunk.
I don't know where you are in the game, but
I
there
know.
is.
I know, and we shouldn't elaborate further. And I haven't gotten there.
Okay. There's a character that appears. I don't know if you've met this character later on.
No.
Okay.
I know.
Oh,
I
okay.
haven't gotten there, and we shouldn't
Okay.
elaborate further.
Okay. That would be my choice because of reasons I can't say.
Yeah.
There's reasons where I'm like I would like something regarding that character for reasons, and I can't say more.
I'll take a theory I saw online. I would take like Alyssa DLC, like the mom. You wanna
Oh,
give me the
yeah,
Outbreak
yeah,
character?
that would be
Give me-
cool.
Yeah, give me
Yes.
like prequel DLC of her. Yeah, I'd be into that.
So, okay, so you played Outbreak, 1 and
Religiously.
2.
1,000 hours. Yeah.
Yes. So maybe I'm confused because I didn't play those, but in the game, in Resident Evil 9, something, we see what happens with her. How does that work with Outbreak where you're playing as her? Like, I'm confused.
So in Outbreak, that game is happening during Resident Evil 2.
Okay.
So the Resident Evil 9 stuff doesn't happen
Okay.
for like decades later.
Yes.
you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense then. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. For
She
some
would've
reason
been
in my
a
head, I wasn't
young
getting the timeline.
reporter. She would have been a young
Yeah.
reporter who doesn't even have a kid yet. Like that.
Okay.
in 1996 or whatever whenever
I
that
don't know
game
why the
was. I mean,
timeline just wasn't jiving with me there, but okay, that makes sense. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
That would be cool.
yeah.
That would be cool.
Outbreak's happening during anytime you're playing Outbreak is happening during 2. And I also heard that Resident Evil 9 was originally supposed to be an open world
Yeah,
game.
and I'm glad they didn't do that.
I'm like, I am too, but there's pieces of me that, as an Outbreak fan, go, is that some kind of like Outbreak spiritual successor? Especially because you had an Outbreak character in the
Right.
game. Were they building some sort of like new age Outbreak thing? And I do long for that. I understand like the knee jerk reaction to be like, oh, I'm glad that didn't happen. But like a piece of me, because I agree with you, a piece of me goes, oh, what was the idea there that they were
Right.
fostering that was so Outbreak heavy? That appeals to me in a way that maybe they'll go back to one day. But we've seen their attempts at multiplayer
Yes.
since
That.
Outbreak.
Yeah. I was about to say that. Like the last few have not been good. So. Um. But if it's something that's less free to play and kind of like dirty, that dirtiness of free to play and games as a service type of thing. If it was like a full fledged like like Outbreak, like those games, but like with the modern tendencies of the series, what we're seeing now, that would be sick. That would be
Let me tell you
really,
how.
really cool.
A quick anecdote about being sweaty playing Resident Evil Outbreak as a teenager. Before that was even a term.
Sure.
I'm trying to get through the level as quick as possible so I can get like quick run
Mm.
points for experience and stuff like that.
Sure.
In the first 10 seconds, whenever me and my buddy will load into a game, maybe it's just the two of us at some points, but it's a 4-player game. Usually we had a night of 4 players whenever we were like LAN party and stuff like that. But sometimes it was just the two of us. We'd have to get 2 people in. Within the first 10 seconds, I know exactly how aptable the aptitude of those 2 individuals.
Sure.
And if you don't impress me in those first like 10 seconds, because I know what you're gonna do, like run to the right locker, run to the right thing, get the right thing in the right area, And if I don't see you doing that stuff, I'm running upstairs, I'm getting the nail gun, I'm getting planks, and I'm nailing the door shut of where you need to come into, so you get killed by zombies.
Wow.
And just so I don't have the dead weight, and I can just get through the rest of the level.
Sure.
So that's toxic, sweaty teenage Kyle story for you.
So in an actual zombie apocalypse, I don't want to be around you at all, is what you're saying.
I would feel like I'm a little more pragmatic for real life.
Sure.
I would say.
Sure.
Okay.
As long as I know where to go, is what you're saying.
Dan didn't go to the right locker. I'm gonna nail gun him out of the.
I'd be like, guys, hold on, I gotta go to the kitchen and get the cereal so we can. And Kyle's like, no, you're dead.
Cereal, high sugars and carbs, Dan. How dare you?
It's gonna weigh you down, man.
I gotta nail you out of here.
Yeah. There's a green herb right there, Dan. Why are you going? Like.
And there are multiple points in the stage where if like maybe I misanalyze you. Well, at some point there's an explosion that if it doesn't work out for you, I'll kill you in that explosion. So
there you go.
I mean, there are tiers of checkpoints that you need to impress me at.
So really, the real
enemy, the greatest Outbreak player.
I was gonna say the real enemy in the game was you. You were the actual.
I was yeah. Mercy killings. I'm kind of a saint if you really think about it, Dan. They're mercy killings. You didn't want to struggle all the way through this level, man. You didn't want to do it.
Well, I guess I'll never know unless they make Outbreak 3. So if it does, Kyle, then
they really just need to remake. They really need to remake these games with the RE engine and the controls and everything like that, and just leave everything the same. It'll be a little easier, but just throw more zombies at you or something.
It actually would be smart to remake 1 and 2, because which one is she in? Is she in 1 or 2?
One and a different cast in 2.
Okay.
I think the whole cast does come back in 2, but like different full players.
So it'd actually be kind of cool to like have that modernized and then have that connection of like, oh, remember Resident Evil 9 and
I agree.
like kind of.
And I can't express enough. Like I'm not describing a action game. This is a classic Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 experience where it's like you have no bullets ever. You are trying to find the thing to get you through doors. Maybe there's multiple different ways to get through areas in this one. So it's maybe not as binary as the original, but like it is that type of thing. You have to be thinking in that kind of mode. So it's like if it came out today, I think people would be a little like, what does this game want from me?
Yeah, you would have to like kind of. They'd have to balance it in a way where again it does feel like maybe modern Resident Evil, but does have
Right.
the roots
You have
of
like
classic Resident.
4 item spaces, you know what I mean? So it's like there's a lot
Oof.
of like dropping stuff and
Woof.
running back and getting it and trading with stuff. One a character having an extra slot is like that's that whole character's like that's why you're that character, you
They're
know?
the
Like
mule.
yeah, they're the mule. Even though it's just
They're
one
the mule.
spot, you know, like
Sure.
man, I
That's all.
love
That's all it
this game.
takes. That's all it takes.
Anyways, that was part 2 of Capcom Corner in our episode
Part
today.
two, yes, the sequel within the same episode.
Yeah.
But thank you, Capcom, for shining a light on this dreary headlines section here. Um,
Yeah.
More good news: Nintendo stock jumped 15% in 2 days thanks to Pokopia. So some good
Wow.
Pokemon vibes there. That's pretty
That's
nice.
crazy. Insane.
Um, Doing well again. Spin-off game, Animal Crossing esque, highest rated Pokemon game.
Yeah,
Look at that.
highest rated Pokemon game ever, and
Look
it's
at that.
15% something to sneeze at. That's insane.
Yeah,
Pokemon still continues to be a juggernaut, like
it does.
of an IP. Like it's
It does.
insane to me.
Even when the stock goes down, they're still just literally rolling in money, just rolling in all the money. So good for them. In nerd news, I like that in
But
parentheses.
I had to add this because there was too much bad news, and I just needed to add an extra good thing. This just got announced 2 hours before we started this
Oh, so
podcast.
it's like officially announced. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we're gonna end on a good note, on a positive nerdy note.
Yeah.
Firefly is back with an
It's
animated
back.
TV show voiced by the OG, and that's awesome that it's actually them
Yep.
voicing.
Yep.
There you go, Kyle.
So there
Kyle, how
are
do you feel?
Firefly. I am as a longtime brown coat. We never thought it would happen.
Mm-hmm.
Part of liking Firefly when you're signing up to watch Firefly, you're signing up to watch an incomplete show. That's the
Right.
contract you're signing for yourself. You know what I mean? And yeah, there's
Yeah,
a movie that
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
wraps things up or whatever, but like
Sure.
you're kind of signing up for heartbreak whenever you are like, I think I'm gonna go on this journey.
Sure.
So the fact that we're getting anything, because all as we know as fans are heartbreak for this series, is incredible, you know. And I
Yeah.
think doing it animated is the only way you could do it because everyone's so busy and stuff.
And older.
And older, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think that's a really good choice for that. And I love Firefly. I think it's the best sci-fi that you could get your eyes on for TV. You know, it's short-lived. It's a shame that but man, it's just a lot cultural impact for 13
Yeah.
episodes, 12 episodes, however long it was. Cultural impact, you know.
Yeah.
That
does say a lot.
so.
It's not many episodes, so.
No, yeah, it's crazy.
But
yeah, I'm excited for that. I know a lot of people are excited for that, so that's good. You know, I
That's
honestly thought
good.
they were going to announce a podcast or a reunion. They were like
Sure.
hyping this up for like the last 4 weeks. They've been hyping up this
Okay.
announcement, so it ended up being something kind of big.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Because I mean, a little bit of a bummer. I don't know if you saw the Buffy like reboot or revival or something got canceled. I don't know.
Oh, I didn't know. Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't hear that. That's a
Yeah,
shame.
yeah. That is a shame. But hey, who knows? I mean, I think Hulu. It was Hulu that was gonna do it, and they backed out. So maybe one of the other guys takes that on. I
Yeah.
don't know. We'll see.
And I don't know what Joss Whedon's involvement in this. I know he got canceled sometime back for
Yeah.
being like a mean guy or something like that. I don't know
Yeah,
if it was
yeah.
anything too crazy, but maybe it was. I don't really remember. It's hard to keep track of all that stuff. But like,
Mhm.
he was attached to both Buffy, and I assume this because he created Firefly. So I wonder if he has anything
Right.
to do with this. You know, it is interesting that Firefly went, you know, the way of the dodo. You know, hopefully this isn't the same thing.
Yeah.
Maybe animated, it's less. You know, maybe there's less stakes.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
That's what I
yeah,
was wondering.
I'm excited, man. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. Firefly, Serenity, perfect sci-fi. If y'all never seen it, it's so easy to watch both of those things. Go out and watch them. And there's comic
There you
books
go.
too, if you follow into it. You do
Look at
follow
that.
comic books and stuff like that, so.
What a way to end on a positive note. We're reviving from the ashes.
Right.
Rises the Firefly. So that's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
There we go. That's all the headlines. So we ended that was a lot. That was a roller coaster.
Yeah. Sure was.
But Kyle, what have you been playing and watching? Because it seems like you've been busy.
I have been busy. We didn't talk about another new game that came out this week, but it was the expansion for Ghost of Yōtei, the Ghost of Yōtei Legends.
Oh,
It's the
yes.
co-op mode.
Yep.
I know it's more of a mode than it is a game, but
Sure.
This is a fully realized games as a service, like online game with like grinding
for free,
loot and cosmetic, and it's all free, and there's no way to buy in or by at least right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's awesome, man. It's the same. It's parallel. It's exactly the same as the original Legends mode in Tsushima.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a co-op mode with 2 players that you can do. That's kind of like more like a level, and then at the end of that you fight like a boss at the end of those 3 levels, and that's like a
Mm-hmm.
4-player raid. Real raids come out next month, and then the real bread
Okay.
and butter is the horde mode, which is 4 players, 3 stages, 3 waves per stage, and it is just an onslaught of like, hope you have your parrying down. I hope you're sharp. I hope everything,
Yeah.
because this game is hard. It's
Yeah.
hard. The easy mode is hard. The grind to get to hard mode is hard. And like,
Yeah.
I'm in a place now where it's like, if I let one thing hit me, I die immediately. So
Oh,
it's like,
okay.
you have to parry everything, you have to dodge everything, you have to just be good. And me and my buddies, we've got a full team every night since it launched. I have to have at least 15 hours in this game already, and it's
Jeez.
perfect. It's so
When did it
good.
come out?
I think like Tuesday, Tuesday or
Okay.
Wednesday, something like that. Yeah.
So you've been playing a little bit.
Um,
You've been playing a little bit.
I've been playing a little bit. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I absolutely love this game. It's so easy to just get into a game together. There's like a hub area where like you can do mini games while you're waiting for like
Oh, nice.
matches to start and stuff like that. Like the bamboo cutting mini game and like the
Oh,
coin
okay.
mini game, like that type of
That's fun.
stuff. And then they put up leaderboards in there so that they can tell you anybody in your little lobby like who has won the most or has done
Yeah,
the
because the
most.
first one didn't have that, right? It was just kind of all
No,
menus,
no,
right?
yeah, it's all just menus like that. Now there's like a sense of space where you can try out your loadouts and try out
Yeah.
your moves. And there's 4 classes. Every class has a specialty.
Mm-hmm.
It's incredible. I've been playing
That's
so much
cool.
of it, and I love horde modes. I really do. I think
Yeah.
that you could put one of these types of modes in any game. Probably lose some time to it for sure.
Yeah. I dabbled in Tsushima on that because I think I played. I think it was Derek and Tim, or maybe it was you. I don't remember, but I know it was me, Derek, and there was a third person. I can't remember.
Mhm.
Um, but that was pretty. It was pretty fun. I did enjoy it because obviously I like Tsushima, and I also like Yotei,
Yeah,
and enjoy the combat. So I could see myself enjoying that. I'm
yeah,
very old fashioned, Kyle. I like to play my games that are single player, and
yeah.
but I could definitely see this being enjoyed, especially with the this like kind of supernatural fantastical element. I think that's
It's
fun.
more like ethereal,
Yeah,
There's
yeah, yeah, yeah.
like you're like a dead guy, and like you're fighting Oni, and
Yeah,
like
that's
it's
cool.
very, there's flames, and it's like it's not grounded in
Hmm.
any sort of reality at all.
Yeah.
So
So there's probably some
and
sick looking armor, I would imagine.
pretty cool armor. Yeah, the armor that I'm at right now is still pretty like based in reality, but I'm sure that
Okay.
gets a little crazier as you go in.
Yeah.
But like the enemies that you're fighting and the scenery it's warped and distorted and
Hmm.
weird, and yeah, it's cool. It's not like they
Nice.
just flipped assets to make this mode. Like they created this mode.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
and the
again,
combat is
free.
as good as it's always been, and it's free. Yeah, yeah,
It's
and it's something
insane.
that they
It's
like.
insane.
It's something that they just keep on adding to over time. So
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know how
cool,
you
man.
make more money on it. Just you
I
make more sales of the game itself.
I
Like I don't know.
guess kind of like it's just kind of like a little like cherry on top. They're like,
I had a
hey,
buddy who never played Yotei and saw that we were all playing this. I have 2 buddies, excuse me, two. My buddy
mm,
Rennie and JD, both who were like, I didn't play the single player. I'm just buying this because I like
there
Legends
you
better than
go.
the first game.
See, there you go.
And I
So
was
they
like,
got
oh,
they got the
I
sale.
go play the
Yeah.
freaking single player mode. Yeah, like go
Right.
play that. But also,
Absolutely.
yeah, I'm glad we have a co-op game now. So
Yeah. But there you go. I mean, they
yeah,
got their money for that, so
yeah, yeah.
So that's cool.
I keep on
That's
playing
cool.
some Battlefield 6. I'm playing that from time to time. I just took away that. There's nothing really to report
You're
there.
keeping the
You're
lights
still
on,
shooting.
Kyle. You're
You're
keeping
still
the lights
shooting
on.
people in that game, if you can believe. And Tim's recommendation, I played Quarantine Zone. He and I like these like
Yeah, yeah.
shop-based, simulator type games. This is like where
Mhm.
you're
Mhm.
checking people for like zombie bites and zombie infections at a quarantine stop. And the amount of times I have missed a
Oh no.
symptom and let a zombie in to kill
Oh no.
everybody overnight is, I would be fired. I don't know how I still have a job, to be honest.
Or you would just lock them up in the room because that's what you did in Resident Evil Outbreak, apparently.
Yeah, yeah. And there is like kind of like where I have to get a zombie so I can like test on them and stuff like that. So sometimes you're
Mm-hmm.
like, let me put them in quarantine so I can take them because they have to turn to a zombie for me to take them to the lab.
Okay.
Uh, uh, but if you put them in quarantine with other people, they're just going to kill everybody in there. But now I have 3 zombie
Right.
bodies, so I have 3 bodies to test on. So
Now
there
you
is
got
kind
three.
of like
Yeah.
some morally, you things that you're doing in that
Yeah, that's
game.
kind of messed up. That's kind of messed up.
Yeah, yeah. My
Yeah.
favorite thing, and Tim was talking about this too. It's like they'll walk up and there'll be like a zombie face, like bite on their face. And they're like,
Right.
I'm not sick, I
I'm,
swear."
I'm fine.
And you're
I'm
like, "Get
fine.
out of here! Come on!"
It's like,
So
what?
that's fun. I'm really enjoying that one.
And that's just
But
on
the
PC,
big,
right?
yeah, that one's on PC.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The big one I'm playing, pretty new game, just came out last week. It just increased Nintendo stock by 15%. It is Pokemon Poketopia. I'm
There it
like
is.
20 hours in, and I just bought this game like 2 or 3 days ago. So I guess
Jesus.
I like it.
Yeah.
We always
Yeah.
talk about the just one more thing,
Mm-hmm.
symptom
Mm-hmm.
here or whatever. For me, for the longest time, it was I just need to wrap this up because I don't know if I was like loving it, or at least I was convincing myself I wasn't. Like I don't know if I liked the loop. I don't really know if I liked it. But
Of
like
Pocopia?
18 hours, yeah, Pocopia. But
Okay. Okay.
like 8 hours would pass by, and I'd be like, "Whoa, I guess I like." I mean, who plays a game they don't like? But I
Sure.
was kind of always
Sure.
trying to find an out though. Like, okay, after this one thing, I'm gonna find an out, and it's not
Mm-hmm.
because I want to just do one more thing. I'm just trying to find an out, but it just kind of becomes this one more thing. And now I'm just
Sure.
obsessed with the game. Like, I
Right.
couldn't. I'm like, the whole game is just like, what 2 items can I put next to each other to spawn a Pokemon, and like trying to figure out that
Ooh.
puzzle or trying to figure out where to procure those items or make them or
Mm-hmm.
craft them, and where to place them in the world so you have like a seamless world and stuff like that is great. I spent most of the day yesterday rigging up like all of Vermilion City with electricity, and like the cruise liner is off in the distance. You can go there if you want
Oh.
to. Like
Yeah, because this is like
the light.
post-apocalyptic Pokemon, right?
Well, it's
Like.
not collected. The whole idea is like, where are the humans and why are all the Pokemon
Yeah.
like not around? Like
Yeah.
something, and you're like, you'll pick up a thing and it'll be like, we're evacuating, everyone's dying, and we have
Oh
no
my
food.
god.
I'm like, like seriously, that's what it's saying. It's like we're
Yeah.
dying and we
Yeah.
can't grow food and we're all dying and we have to get out of here. And like that's like
Jesus.
what a human is writing. And I'm like, it's a kids game? It's a Pokemon? It's so dark. Like it
Yeah.
makes no
That's
sense to me.
again
Um,
akin to the original Pokemon games. You know.
yeah, yeah. And man, I'm telling you, I just like walking into an area and just being like, wow, this dead, desolate, weird area, like how am I ever gonna make this look like something like not an eyesore? And like the transformation
Mm-hmm.
that you're in direct control of is just so overwhelming. Maybe you like knock out a block and like it creates water flow into your area, and all
Mm-hmm.
the passageways that water goes through will like bloom flowers
Ooh.
and grass and stuff like that. So you're like literally
Okay.
watching like this like dead world come back to life and everything like that. And you have complete autonomy over where you're putting things and like how things are getting set up,
Mm-hmm.
who's building what at what time. There are some Animal Crossing like things where it's like, hey, I'm starting a big build. That's just not going to be ready until tomorrow. So it's like I'm kind of stuck on that mission
Mm.
until tomorrow.
Okay.
But not
Okay.
everything is time based. You can do like there are hard outs like in Animal Crossing where you're like, I can only catch so many bugs. Like I'm done with
Okay.
everything. All my trees on my island are gone because I've chopped down every tree. I have to wait a couple days for
Sure.
everything to grow. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like that. There's always going to be things to do, but there's just going to be some hurdles, like I'm sorry, some like stops here and there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, that kind of slows your progress a little bit, which I think is good because it kind of makes you go and do something else. Like, okay, I need to stop doing the main thing and do side stuff. It is
Yeah.
very linear. You always know what you need to do next, but like you don't have to do that. Maybe you could just go make houses or something like that,
Sure.
instead of doing the next main mission. But you always kind of know what to do next. And there's so many cool, like unique Pokemon. Like you find a Snorlax that's been like sitting for so long, moss has
Oh
grown all
yeah.
over him.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
He's just cool, and there's a whole
Mosslax,
like
right?
story. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a whole story with him and stuff like that. You come across a Pikachu who's like used all of his electricity to like
Mm-hmm.
keep all of his friends alive. So now he's pale because he's depleted himself,
Yeah.
and he's like a sad
Which is
boy, and like
sad.
there's a whole story about trying to help him and stuff like that. And it's like it's just cool watching all these like Pokemon interact with each other, and they have certain moves. Maybe you need to like give some lumber to like scythers so we can like cut like
Mm-hmm.
logs into lumber and stuff like that. Like it's a living, breathing ecosystem, and you're kind of just building a whole like. So, here's the other sad thing is like, well, maybe if we build this town back, brick by brick and make it look nice, maybe the humans will come back and save
Oh.
us. And you're like, oh
Oh
my god.
Jesus. Because like in the world of Pokemon, they're very intrinsically like Pokemon love humans,
Yeah,
humans love Pokemon. Like it's a
yeah,
very
right.
cyclical thing. It's
Absolutely,
they
yeah,
need each
yeah.
other. That's kind of like
Um,
what the relationship
it's
is.
like the main goal is to build a Poke Center in every town. Uh,
Okay.
and the Poke, and like that's like the main, that's like the through line goal of everywhere that you go to. There's 4 different biomes. I'm on the end of the third one right now.
Okay.
But like, there's still so much to do after that.
Do we know how
There's
many
still so much.
Pokemon there are in there? Like
No,
in
it's
the
more than
game?
151. I'll tell you that. It's
Okay.
more. It's
Okay.
more than the original 151 because I was seeing a lot of stuff from newer generations in there.
Okay.
And it's just cool, man. Like sometimes you'll hear like a giant yeah, like up in the sky, and you'll look up
Yeah.
and Moltres will be up there, and you're like,
Oh shit. Oh
I don't know if
damn.
there's a way to get him down to join your community and
You
stuff
gotta
like
figure
that,
it
but
out. You gotta figure
yeah,
it out.
there's gotta be things to do because they're dropping feathers, and I think I can do something with that, but the
Mm.
feathers may be too hot for me to pick up, so I can't pick it up right now, or there's too
Ah.
much wind or something like that.
Like
Like,
literally too hot because he's
yeah, yeah. And there's
legendary
just cool
Firebird.
little there's just cool little puzzles, and like I know I'm not the puzzle guy, but like that's kind of the best descriptor I can give them of just like
Mm-hmm.
figuring everything out and trying to create a synergistic ecosystem for everybody. And I love it. I love it so much. It's absolutely worth $70. I think last week I was like, these games, I'm not paying that. I would pay that all day again.
It's smart that they made it like in the world of the first region too, because it's like it
Yeah,
just
yeah,
feels like like just kind of gives it that classic like, oh hey,
yeah.
like all you older Pokemon fans, like you love your
Like,
cozy games now, and here's
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Like I
yeah.
found the Koga leaders, like the gym leader, like the ninja guy, like
Oh
his
yeah, yeah.
gym, and he had one of his ninja outfits like in his wardrobe, and like I
Mm-hmm.
put on that outfit. Yeah,
Oh,
this is my
did you?
yeah. I'm
That's
the
pretty great.
ninja master.
That's
So now
pretty
I'm
great.
running around like Naruto style, like running.
Yeah. That's
uh,
which
yeah.
is fitting with the ninja
It's
outfit.
cool. You're Ditto, so like he gets all the moves of all the Pokemon that you like find.
Right,
So it's
right.
like
That
I
is
just
his
met a
thing.
Lapras recently, and it taught me surf. So now I can like surf
Ooh,
around the water and stuff like
yeah.
that. So game's incredible, man. I know you're planning on picking it up at some point. You and your wife
Yes.
are gonna love this game. It's gonna
Yep.
be your new favorite thing. I promise. This is the
Oh, absolutely.
coziest of cozy games. Not a single piece of like action or like it is
Right.
just like I'm just building nests so people can like live happy lives, and like yes, there's some like dour stuff like the story and stuff like that, but like it
Right.
is most like a feel good, like this is good,
Well, I
and
mean,
I
we
like it.
loved Animal Crossing. Like that was a big thing for us during the pandemic. We were
Yeah,
one
yeah,
of
for
those.
sure.
So,
I
I
walked into
know
this Yeah, I
yeah,
walked into this most recent area, which was Death Mountain, so like
okay.
it was ash everywhere and stuff like that, and volcanic
Trying to
ash and yada
remember.
yada. And I spent like 2 hours. I don't know. It's not called Death Mountain, but like it's just a
I'm
volcanic
just trying to
area. Maybe it's
remember.
like Cinnabar Island or something. Maybe.
Maybe. I don't remember.
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause it was like industrial. I don't know if that's what it's supposed to be,
Okay.
but yeah, because it wasn't an island. I just walked through the door and I was there. Yeah, it is interesting because like I spent 2 hours just like removing all the ash from everywhere. Uh,
Okay.
and then in the second city that I
Yeah,
went to, it
got to
was
clean it up.
flooded, so I spent a lot of time like rebuilding the levees and like redirecting the water so it would go down the sewers and stuff like that. I spent like 2 hours doing that. It's like every town you walk to, which again there's like 4 main ones, you go, okay, how do I make this hospitable? And you start
Yeah.
like plucking away at like how you go about doing that. And I it's just like, dude, it's so good. It's so good. It's
Yeah,
so good.
what a like nice idea of like, taking the Pokemon concept, and it's like, well, they could have just simply made it literally Animal Crossing of just like Pokemon are living here and they're
Yeah.
building stuff,
It's
but
definitely
like
more
they added
Dragon
a
Quest
little like,
builders than
yeah,
Animal Crossing. But
yeah,
like there's a little bit of that. It's definitely more like Minecrafty than like Animal Crossing, I would say. But there's a
right,
lot of like Animal Crossing like cutesiness and
yeah, yeah,
uh you know stuff like that as well. So um it's the
yeah,
best of all the worlds. I think they just borrowed all the perfect stuff from everything, and they really borrowed the most from. If you play Dragon Quest Builders and you're like, I wish I was playing a game but with an IP I cared about more. Not that Dragon Quest is like bad, but like
yeah,
it's not. I love Dragon Quest. We all love Dragon Quest, but like
yes,
the identifiable IP is definitely more Pokemon. And
yes,
I think that like yeah, no one like regular normal people don't care about Dragon Quest. Not
Yeah, because I
gamers
mean,
do, but
I
regular
remember.
normal people care about Pokemon. People are going out and buying. Like I cannot wait to see what the Switch 2 console reports are for sales for March.
Well, yeah,
Right?
because I mean, their
I
stock went up
imagine.
15%. So,
Yeah, I imagine
you
like
know,
Switch 2s are like flying off the shelves right now for this game.
yeah,
Just like if I had to take a guess, so.
yeah. Because Dragon Quest Builders, I remember playing. I think I played the demo. I don't remember if I actually bought it or not. But like, I liked the way it like felt, and there was at least there was a story to it. You know, that's why I didn't really get Minecraft. I was like, I get it,
Yeah.
but like I don't, because it's just like a world and you're building. It's like, but like, what's
I
the
like that there's a
purpose?
story, yeah.
Yeah, like I need a purpose. I need like some kind of like tangential, like something I can grab at. Like, oh, there's a purpose of why I'm doing all
I
this in
might
this
go
world.
back and play Dragon Quest Builders after, because I like this so much. Like,
Yeah, I
there's
think the
so much of
second
the
one
DNA
is
is in
better.
that game. I'm honestly thinking about going back and playing that, to be honest. I
Yeah,
think that's on Switch, so it'll be right at home for me.
do it,
Um,
do it up.
yeah, but that's how I've been playing. I've
Okay,
been watching some stuff, but I've been talking too long. And
nah.
it's not
What have you
fun.
been watching, Kyle? I need to know. What anime
I haven't been
have you?
watching. I have not been watching any anime. I've just been reading
Ah,
movies. I don't want to
okay,
rehash anything. JJK continued. JJK had a great fight this month or this week
sure.
again, 2 weeks in a row.
So
Great
basically, this
fights.
whole season has just been insane, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's been a lot too. It's a lot of lore, so it's like come ready to like digest a lot, and then
Sure.
you're earning the fights this season for sure. There's a lot going on, like because they're
Yeah.
planning. Like, it's a lot,
Okay.
Yeah.
Um.
What have
Yeah,
you been
because it's
watching?
not like I think I saw something where I was like, there's not actually a lot left like manga wise to like animate, right? Like maybe
No,
one or
I
two
mean
more
it's
seasons.
over. Yeah, it's not like we're about to catch up and they need to make more. It's like that manga's over. We're just kind of building towards the
Right.
end at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it might just be 4 seasons. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's not too shabby. That's not too
Yeah.
shabby. Um. But so anime wise, I am still on the One Piece train. Um.
Uh-huh.
So the reason why I had taken another lengthy hiatus because the arc that I got to it like started off kind of like whatever, like it just wasn't super exciting, and we had just gotten off a really excellent arc, so like it just felt like a lull. But like once you get over that hurdle, this arc that just happened, the ending of it is absolutely bonkers, Kyle. It's like
Okay.
a dude shows up and like basically does like a spirit bomb, but
Okay.
like his
I
so
understand this reference.
in the series, I understand this reference. In the series, these characters eat devil fruit, and it gives them different powers. Like Luffy is the rubber man, right? So that's his power. He can extend his
Mm.
hands out and blah blah blah. So this dude shows up, and he basically ate the pawpaw fruit. So he has like literally paw pads on his hand. So he's like a bear because he's also wearing a hat that has like bear ears.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like cute, but he's like this huge menacing dude. He's just like massive. Um, and he basically what he can do is like so things reflect off of his paws. So he's basically just a built-in, like his hands just counter everything, but he can like compress air, like and reflect. So he basically can do like a Jedi like sort of Jedi like force push sort of thing essentially with air. So he
Okay.
did was he was compressing the air between his two paws and like squished it in and then like released it and then it exploded. So it was just like
Okay.
this like compressed orb of, and then it like blew up. It was insane. And then like everyone went
Cool.
flying and just it was madness. But it like was really sick, and it was right immediately after they just fought like a big boss guy,
Cool. Okay.
because he's one of the seven warlords of the sea, this guy that just shows up, and they just fought one. They fought
Uh-huh.
one of the seven, and like everybody was pretty much like, I can't do anything else, like I'm done, I'm exhausted, like. And then this dude shows up, and it's like, what are they supposed to do? They make it
Sure.
out of
Yeah.
it, but it was just like, it was kind of like, it was very tense because it was like they just fought this one of these dudes that's like pretty much took everything out of them, and then this guy shows up. So it was really cool. It was just very anime, where it's
Okay.
like, oh, all right, whew,
It sounds
like
very
we
anime.
just
Yeah. It's over,
it,
and then yeah.
and then it's
Not so
not,
much.
over. Um, so yeah, it kind of it ended on a high note, and we're just kind of going off into the next adventure, and things are going. I'm almost at episode 400, Kyle. I'm almost 400 episodes into
You're
this thing.
almost done. Yeah, you're almost done then.
Yeah, I'm almost halfway there. I'm almost halfway there. Um, but yeah, it's a good time. So I do enjoy it. It is fun. Um,
Nice. Yeah. Well, and,
game.
and and not to deviate too much, but like
No,
the live action season 2 just came out,
yeah, yeah,
like perfect scores,
yeah.
and
It's
it's
getting actually really great reviews.
being heralded as like the greatest live action anime like of all time. And
Yeah.
every time there's something magnetic about like the cast like talking about
Mm.
being on the show.
They're
Like there's a lot of
fans. They're
interviews
clearly
out there.
fans.
They're obviously fans, yeah, who
Yeah.
like went out of their way to audition to be on this show. And
Yeah.
yeah, I'm never going to watch One
Yeah.
Piece the
No.
anime. I just won't.
Yeah.
But like,
Oh,
I am
sure.
more interested than ever because of like you're watching. Like a
Okay.
lot of people I know, like you're not my only friend. Like I have like 3 friends who are like watching it for the first. So it's in my sphere a lot. Like I'm
Sure.
hearing about it a
Sure.
lot, and like I'm in a place now where I'm not like you people in your One Piece. I'm like, oh, I love that you love this. Like, it's
Yeah. Yeah.
genuine. Like, and I love that like it's doing so well, and I love that like
Yeah.
the director just talked about like what the actual One Piece is. He didn't talk about what it was, but like he has an
Yeah.
idea of what it is, and like hid the answer in like a treasure chest somewhere in the world, and like
Right. And people are like
universe,
looking
like
for it.
creating exploration like teams like go look for it and stuff like that. I couldn't be more interested than in One Piece
Yeah.
than ever, even though like it's not something I'm ever going to experience. I
It's
might watch the live action just to see it, but
I
uh,
it's completely understandable because it's incredibly daunting. Like just the amount of
yeah,
episodes. I get it. I totally get it.
right. And for some
Um
certain people, not me, the old episodes are old. They're like 30. You're talking like animation that's 30 years
yeah.
old. That's my
Yeah.
era of animation, so it's like that's
Right.
not a chore for me. But for a lot of people, they look at that and they go, "Oh my god," like
Yeah.
I don't want to
Like
watch this crude looking thing.
the fights right now compared to like when it first started are like night and day. Um
Mm-hmm.
so and it's hitting like a really nice sweet spot where like the fights are getting to that point of like, oh, characters are like moving around really fast, like almost Dragon Ball Z style sort of thing. So it's like,
Yeah.
okay, like we're like people are really getting powered up and like, getting stronger and stuff, which is cool.
Okay.
But yeah, like
Yeah.
in the beginning it is like, I don't know if I use the word slog, but like compared to like now, it's
So the
definitely,
pace,
yeah.
there is a noticeable pacing. Yeah.
Yes.
I would.
Yes.
There's anything wrong with that? Yeah.
But same with Dragon Ball Z. I mean, Dragon Ball Z, the that very first arc there,
Yeah.
the Saiyan arc, right?
Shonen inherently has pacing issues. Like that's kind of its DNA.
Yeah.
You just pick your anime fans just pick their poison. Like what flavor of
Right.
slow poison do I want?
I want all the slow poison, Kyle. Apparently, I love the slow poison because I mean Naruto. I ate
Yeah.
that shit up. I love Naruto. Big
Yeah.
fan. It's so good. There's a lot of fluff here and there,
Mm-hmm.
but like when you get past that fluff, it's so good, Kyle. It's
I think
so.
that there's probably going to be a Kai version of that at some point.
I feel like
I think where they
I feel like there does need.
everything.
Well, so like Naruto, the original Naruto series before the time jump Shippuden.
Mhm.
Most of it is like the story, and you're solid. Like I think there's like a couple like little filler like sections, but like
Mhm.
the very very end is like a ton of filler. Like there's the end, and then there was like a crazy amount of filler episodes because they were waiting for
Yeah.
Shippuden to like build up.
Yeah,
The
right. Well, and
manga.
also like the show and the manga were like going side by side, so it's like the manga would or the show would catch up with the manga all the time, and they'd have to do a bunch of like filler.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like in between, I know in between like um, the season before the Gara stuff, and then the Gara stuff, like there was just
Hmm.
nothing but filler. They're like, oh, we don't have anything. Like that's what like I fell victim to the filler in that show. Everyone tells me it's
Yes.
like, man, if you just went back and watched it now, like with patience, like you'd probably like it. I'm like, yeah, probably. I don't know. I'm a different person these days, so.
Yeah, but yeah, Naruto has, man. There's some gut wrenching moments in that. Like if it's a series, if you get into it and you like the characters in that world, there's just some devastating stuff that happens that really just gets you. Um,
Sure.
but yeah, I get not being into the longer series. I totally get it.
Yeah, I've got
Um,
plenty of them. I've got plenty of them on my roster, so I'm there with you. There's you know, sometimes the longer the better.
that's what she said. Um, Video games wise, so I have the name now jotted down. Trippy Trader Schedule and Sell. That's the PS5 knockoff of Schedule One. Trippy
Okay.
Trader.
All
Yeah,
right.
Trippy Trader. I'm still plugging away at it because it's actually pretty. It's pretty fun. It's dumb, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Um,
All right.
and I just got the warehouse, so I'm filling that up with the necessary things. I got a scooter, Kyle. I got a scooter. I'm scooting around.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
So I'm just building my drug empire. I just got a gun. So I went out into
Okay.
the wood. I went out to the woods to shoot some bandits.
Nice.
Shot
All
some
right.
bandits. The shooting is terrible because, and also
Yeah.
there's no impact. You like shoot them and they're just standing there also shooting back at you. There's no like, oh, like, kind of like nothing. There's just a poo poo. But it's just, yeah, it's fun. It's dumb, but it's fun. Um,
Okay. Some fun's good.
I finished Midnight Fight Express. That game is
I
so
love that
so
game.
rad, dude.
Yeah. It's the
And
best.
I was so like for me, I was like, oh, this is because I remember playing the demo. I was like, oh, this is like a rad game. The combat's fun, very Sifu like.
Mhm.
But like, I was actually shocked that there's actually a pretty like interesting story. I think the story is interesting.
Mhm.
It's not pushing in the envelope or anything, but there actually is
Sure.
something there that's like, oh, okay. Like as you're getting through the missions, and there's the twists throughout. You're like, oh, this is actually kind of cool. But man, what a fun game.
Nice.
And the soundtrack
Okay.
is so good. So good. Unbelievable.
The soundtrack's the best. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
incredible.
Couple of demos on PC during the whatchamacallit. The hell is that thing called? The event when they have all the demos. I can't remember.
Next Fest.
Next Fest, thank you. Spark Ignites. I don't know if that rings a bell to you, Kyle.
I don't think so. What is it again?
Spark Ignites.
Yeah. What kind of game is it again?
So it's an RPG. So it's almost sort of like HD 2D, but like the character models are like they're pixelated, but they're like way more detailed. So it's not as like kind of traditional like they're flat, but like it's the HD 2D. So there's kind of like the dimensions in the environment. The game is
Let's see. Yep,
gorgeous.
I have it right here.
This
Okay.
game is gorgeous,
I
dude.
do have this wish listed, so yeah.
Okay.
Either you brought it up before or
Yeah.
someone brought it up.
I just dabbled a little because I just wanted to see what it looked like, what the gameplay
Dabble, do
was.
ya?
A little dabbling. The soundtrack, it's incomplete because like the loop was kind of short, but like
Mhm.
excellent. It sounds excellent. It just orchestral,
Mhm.
but it sounded very very good. I liked the couple of tunes that I heard in there. Um, and yeah, it starts off immediately pretty dark because there's like this whole battle that goes on, and you're playing as these characters, which is kind of like the tutorial. They're already like they're powerful characters, so it's just to kind of ease you into like understanding it. So you basically just like
Mhm.
plow through the basic soldiers. But then something happens and you're like, oh wow, okay, so we're already gonna just like be murdering people. So there's probably like that kind of like, oh, this is a main character, but it's Game of Thrones and we just murder the characters, like we don't care.
I'm here for it.
But yeah, it was a very a little diddle, but I'm very on board. I'm very very on board.
Okay. Is it
Um,
is it all the way out, or is it early access,
no,
or was it just the demo?
it's
Or
just the demo. Yeah, it's just the demo.
okay, okay.
I
Is it
forget
only
if
on
there's a release
PC?
date. I think as of right now, yeah. Unfortunately,
My favorite thing
Spark.
that you
Ignite.
and I seem to do, and correct me if I'm wrong, is we bought these nice PCs and we play these small little games on them.
Yeah, yeah.
And I do the
Listen,
same
I
thing.
like to sit on the
I say that
couch.
I say that out of admiration. So
Yeah.
I just
No, I mean, I like to sit on the couch. That's how I like to play
do
games. Like,
too.
to me, it's
Yeah.
just not like I don't want to sit here for hours playing a game.
do
I already sit
this.
here for work.
I
know?
do this at work, yeah. So
Yeah.
like I associate being at a computer with work,
Yeah.
regardless of how much fun I'm having or not. So.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely been games over the years that, like, I mean, like Valheim is an obvious example where I have sat here for hours playing Valheim. Not as much as Tim, but I mean, I do love Valheim. But yeah, I just
Yeah, there
I
are.
wanna sit
I
on the couch.
played a TCG store simulator for like 70 hours. You know,
There you
I've
go.
sat here before. I just
Yeah,
the preference. I'm with you. Is the couch.
absolutely.
Someone battled against me, a PC, or he was like, the couch is too comfortable. And I was like, that's your take?
It's too
He's like,
comfortable.
yeah, it's too comfortable. I get too rested. I get too, comfortable on a couch. I'm like, you're not selling this. Like,
What?
you're not selling your side at all.
You
That's
should
why I'm
just.
there, baby. I'm on the couch because it's comfortable,
If he's too comfortable, tell
And
him to
I
sit
have
on a bed of
never like
nails.
yeah, I've never like fallen asleep with a controller in my hands either. So like maybe if I was like 6 in the morning, I pulled an all night or something like that. But like I don't
Sure.
get so comfortable where I'm like passing out on the couch or anything. So I'm like can't
What
relate to
a
whatever.
what a weird take. What a weird take.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
not the
odd.
take you think it was.
No. And the other demo I played was so this is a long one. Kingdom's Return Time dash eating fruit and the ancient monster.
You think it's fruit?
So a very anime aesthetic, but it's like a side scrolling kind of like beat 'em up game. But like the actual like gameplay, the pixel art of that is pretty excellent, and then like the character portraits are like hand drawn. It actually kind of reminded me of I don't know if you ever played any of those Shantae games.
I've heard of them. I've never played them. Yeah, I'm
Okay,
familiar
so it
with
kind of
them.
like reminded me of that,
Okay,
where like the actual game
platformy.
itself, yeah, platformy, but like
Yeah.
there is combat in the Shantae games, but she's just kind of she's
Mhm.
using her hair and then like some abilities.
Yeah.
This is like you can choose. There's four character classes. I don't know if the final game will have more, but yeah, there was four, and I chose the dude that had like the two swords because dual wielding is sick. Um, it seemed like basic, but that's how a lot of these games are. It's basic at first, and then obviously you level up your character. There'll be more abilities and
Hmm.
such.
Sure, sure,
Um,
sure.
but seems interesting. I like the aesthetic of it. It looks really nice. I just didn't play too much of that one, but I liked just the little bit that I played. Um,
Okay.
and then the
Yeah,
last
yeah.
two things. So I finished Midnight Fight Express, and then the next little indie game that I started because Crimson Desert comes out this coming week, Kyle. So right now I'm
We're
just
it's happening. Are you?
it's
Is this day
happening.
one for you? I know
Yeah, oh
we're
yeah, of
hyped
course,
about it. Yeah,
absolutely,
this is day one.
absolutely,
Okay. Yeah. Yes.
absolutely.
Same.
But right now I'm just diddling some indie games, kind of like some backlog stuff. So I got
Yeah.
Midnight Fight Express off the list, and now I'm dabbling in Beat Cop.
Beat
I don't know if you
Cop.
tried Beat
I
Cop.
feel like I've heard this before.
I
We've
think
talked
Tim
about it on
played
board.
it. I don't know if he beat it, but I swear I'm pretty sure Tim. This was one that Tim played.
Oh,
Um,
I don't know what this is, but I'm wish listing it right now. I'll tell you that. Look at this.
it's really cool. It's like 80s like movie like cop like the game. So like it starts off with you. So you're like this like
Steam.
big name
Never opened up
guy like
Steam so quick. This is the quickest I've ever opened up Steam.
you're like this big name guy who like went to like there was like a call and he went to the house and like things happen and now like he's being framed. So like now he got like basically like demoted to like being a beat
Mhm.
cop. So like every day is like a new day and then you're on the streets and you're actually running around and like you're giving tickets to cars. Like you check the car and be like, oh, is the meter expired?
Yeah.
In which case then you give them a parking violation like ticket, or if like it's literally the car's parked in a no parking, like you give them the ticket and then you call the tow truck and it like takes it away. But sometimes the people will come out as it's being towed, so like, hey, like cop, can I give you like $20 and you let me off the, and you actually like accept or
Oh, a bribe.
refuse. Yeah,
Mm.
so you could take bribes, and there's the built-in like meters of like, so there's the cop meter where like you're being a good cop, so you're building that meter up, and then there's the local Italians. There's the local Italians that
Oh,
you
the
start
Italians.
the
Yeah.
Italians, and there's a meter for them. So like if you're doing stuff for them, and they're like, oh, thank you for doing stuff for us, then their meter builds up, and then there's the gang. There's
This game's
the
on
local
sale for
gangs.
$1.99, just
Oh,
FYI.
100%
So
buy it.
yeah.
100% buy it.
Yeah. All
It's
right.
it's cool. It's cool. I am enjoying it. It's definitely an interesting little game. I like. I
Well,
think it's
it kind of is a cross section of that like simi kind of games too that I like to play,
yes.
like where
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
am doing like menial top job tasks and
Yes.
stuff like that.
And you are running around quite a bit, like with your like a chicken with your head cut off, and like even in the beginning of the game, like when you're like on the training, like when you're being trained, they're like, hey, you can't do everything in a day. So it's like if you just approach it like that, as opposed to be like, oh shit, I gotta get like everything done. like there's a good chance you're not going to get everything done, but I think it's kind of part of the story and the experience, because like then when
Yeah,
when your shift is over and it shows like, oh, you did X, Y, and Z, but you
I
missed
gotcha.
this, and it like, you know, kind of like dings you, so to speak. So I think it's just kind of all part of like the show, so to speak. But yeah, it's pretty cool, and for $2, totally
Cool.
worth it. It's
Yeah,
fun. It's
$1.99
cool.
on sale right now. So
Totally worth it. And the last thing, this is a action game, Kyle. Shame on me because I love me some action games, that I never beat, and I don't know why I never did. Vanquish.
oh,
Remember
this is the
Vanquish?
sliding game, right? By Platinum.
Yeah, yeah. And Shinji
Dog, this is such a
Mikami,
good game. Yeah,
Shinji
Shinji
Mikami,
Mikami.
Resident Evil, father of Resident Evil,
Yeah,
was part of the making of this as
yeah,
well,
dude, this
which
game is
I
incredible. Yeah, I can't
yeah.
believe you've never played this before. Yeah, or never
No,
beat
so
it rather. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm sure you
I
played it.
remember
Yeah,
playing it, but I don't know why I never like stuck to it. But they
it's
like re-released
action.
it,
It's action game, the video game.
dude.
Like,
Yes,
yeah, yeah. For
and it's
people who
so
never played it before,
Japanese.
you're like sliding on your knees with like rocket-powered boots, like all across
So
the battlefield while like shooting,
yeah,
big giant
he
robot bosses.
he's got this like special suit that's like one
Hmm.
of a kind, basically. Yeah, and he's just the jets, and he's sliding around, and you have to turn
Yeah,
it, so because he does slide around pretty fast, so you're having to turn the camera to really like make sure you're actually kind of like weaving in and out of stuff. But also
yeah,
if you aim with L2, then it slows down time a little bit too, so there's that element. But the boost runs out, so like then it overheats if you let it run out all the way, so that can be kind of precarious, because like say
yeah.
you boost behind some enemy and you're shooting them, but then like there's still all these other enemies around you and you ran out of boost, now you're just kind of like in the middle of everything. um,
Right, right.
there is a lot going on the screen, which is insane. There's a lot going on in this game, and this was PS3 360 era. That's when it first came out.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So it's actually kind of crazy how hectic it is and how much is going on. But yeah, but it's so cool, and I'm pretty sure um, uh, Solid Snake is the Mr. Solid Snake is the voice actor of the main character.
David Hayter is really
David
that's
Hayter. I'm
cool.
pretty sure it's. I haven't looked it up, but it's like I know David Hayter's voice. The dude basically sounds like Snake. Um, just real
Okay.
quick, let me Vanquish voice actors. It's got to be
He's
David
the
Hayter, right?
protagonist in Vanquish. Oh no,
Yeah.
did not voice the protagonist.
Oh, no.
That's what Google AI is saying, which is not always trustworthy. No, I'm not seeing it on his stuff, but
Hold on.
you are
Which-
they've but basically saying that he
Sam-
definitely reminds you of him. So someone might be doing a Metal Gear Solid,
Yeah, give me an.
someone might
Wait,
be doing their best
Gideon. Hold on, it's
impression.
Sam Gideon. Wait, hold on, Sam Gideon. Now I'm like, hold on. Is the main character's name Sam Gideon and the voice actor's name is Gideon? Is that what's happening here? Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, the main character of this game is his name is Sam Gideon, and it's saying the voice
Uh-huh.
actor's name is Gideon Emery, who
I don't know. I'm only seeing the
again.
Japanese voice cast for whatever reason. So,
Okay, well I'm seeing the English. It's on the like
uh,
wiki specific to the game.
uh-huh, uh-huh.
That's insane, because like if that's this dude does an excellent Solid Snake then.
His
Like
name
an
is Gideon Emery. Yeah, you're
yeah.
right. Gideon Emery.
So like that's just a funny aside, because the character's name is Sam Gideon.
Uh,
But like I legit thought, yeah, I
sure.
legit thought,
Yeah,
okay, dude does an excellent Solid Snake. Unbelievable then, unbelievable.
love it.
Um, so I did not know that. So
Hire him for
yeah,
Metal Gear Solid 6.
that's right, that's right. But yeah, this game is sick, dude. It's just a sick action game. If you
I
like
love
third
it.
person shooter, like anybody, if anybody out there you like third person shooters and you've never
Platinum
played
just
Vanquish,
knows how to do action
oh
games.
yeah,
They're the best. They're the best. They're the best. They're the best. They've had some blemishes. Let me just
of
say.
course, of course.
But yeah, mostly they're the best.
And usually they're like melee focused, so this is a third person
Yeah,
shooter.
this was something way out of their wheelhouse. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. For sure.
But yeah, please check out this game, because it's so rad.
And it goes on sale for like $5 all the time. So like,
Yeah,
it
there's
is
that
available in
collection.
almost everything. Yeah, it
There's
is available.
the Vanquish Bayonetta collection
Bayonetta.
usually.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Also, Bayonetta, fantastic game, the first game. So
Another excellent action game. Yes,
I
very
still
true.
need to go back and beat 3. I think 2 is one of the greatest action games ever made, and bought 3 and never played it.
Yeah.
Or I started it, just didn't beat it. So
I think there's, for me personally, it's just like when I think of those two games, and then like, because obviously the comparison is Devil May Cry, you know, obvious
hmm
comparison. But like when I need that to be on like a powerful console, like not to sound like a brat, but like I just feel like Bayonetta needs to be on a PS5 and or Xbox, like because it just needs to be as pretty as possible and like as fast as possible,
uh,
you know.
yeah, I would say that they've designed the hell out of those games, and they feel plenty
Yes,
fast, and they look plenty pretty for the console that
yes,
they're on. But
but they could be prettier,
I hear what
Kyle.
you're saying. They
They could
could
be
be, or
prettier.
they could just not be made. Also,
That's true. That's
because
true. And you know,
that was kind of the price of doing business. Is the only reason we got Bayonetta
yes,
2 and 3 is because
yes,
Nintendo footed the bill.
and
No,
I appreciate Nintendo for doing that.
Sony didn't stand up and goes, "We'll give you money." Well, I am Spartacus. They didn't do that, So.
Well, you know why, Kyle? It's because they were trying to figure out the dynamic pricing for those games still.
Oh,
So,
all
yeah.
yep, that makes sense. What a way to tie it all around.
There we go.
That's
And
that's a pro.
scene.
That's a pro right there, man. Y'all just watched a professional at work.
That's right. I'm just doing what Tim does. Tim's always good with the segues and all that. So
You just had a podcast sandwich.
that's right. That is a Jill sandwich. Look at that. And Capcom. There we go. We're also bookending it with
Perfect.
Capcom again. Look at
I don't
that.
even know why I'm here.
You're here
You got this.
because you made all the notes, Kyle. It would just be me sitting staring at the camera. It would just be me.
Yeah.
I'd just be doing this. I'd just be staring at the
Yeah.
camera like I don't know, guys. Some games came out. I don't know. But Kyle, thank you for being here. I appreciate
Thank you for running
Thank
the
you.
show. I know it's
Of
not
course.
easy. So.
No, it's not. It's very difficult. Again, especially with not being paid, no paychecks coming in for this. Just out of the goodness of my heart. So
it's true.
that's what I get for being so soft.
That's right.
Big dumb soft person. But thank you guys for listening and watching. And Dad should be back next week, so the kids don't have to do all the work anymore.
We're gonna have
Dad...
visuals again, guys.
Yes, exactly. I mean, this fireplace
you
is.
don't have to listen to us describe video games anymore.
Yeah, this picture's pretty cool. It's got a character. He's doing a thing, and
right.
it's like, or
judging by its name, I think it's about chess.
Yeah, it might be. It might be. But hey, at least we've had this fire. Kyle, I don't know if you actually watched the last episode. If you saw like how I had it set up,
I did. Yeah,
the fireplace is pretty nice. It's pretty nice.
Pretty good setup.
Nice. But it's getting a little warm in here, so maybe we should wrap it up. But again, thank you everybody for listening and watching, and we'll see you next time. And Tim, something at the end here, boobs, farts.